Splits. I've got it in movie
Nya, nya,
format.
nya, 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 nya,
Na na
nya,
na na
nya,
na 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 na
nya.
na na na. One
One
banana,
banana,
two
two,
banana, three banana.
3 bananas. Four bananas make a bunch as well as many more.
Ah,
The banana split show. That was
nice.
fucking weird, man. I was thinking about this, like actually just literally 2 days ago.
Hmm.
That like Skibbity Toilet
Crazy skibbity toilet.
is a bit. It's like up there. If when people like relate it to Teletubbies, I actually wouldn't. I'd relate it to more like fucking HR Puffin stuff.
Yeah, yeah. The early HR pop and stuff dragged me.
Just total trip, man. You're just
Magic
like,
flute.
what the
Come and play my magic flute.
Mom, the floor, I want the floor. The flute.
Play my magic fucking talking flute. Oh my goodness.
It's the show of kings.
Mm,
That
mm,
people like grew up on HR Puff and stuff, and I mean, and I think that that's more important than I mean, things like the Magic Roundabout and all this other weird shit.
yeah.
But HR Puff and stuff is like the penultimate, I think. It's the
Mm.
skibbity of the era. And people like want to, yeah, it's why, and Teletubbies isn't that. Like, it's not that. It's fucking weird. I mean, more like the Spider-Man stuff. There was
Okay.
like sort of like where people were doing like sexy Spider-Man weird shit like
Oh,
on on
I
YouTube.
still I still get the Grendel spider chick. Oh, gives me the wood.
The wood. Dang.
Always had a soft spot for the Grendel.
Yeah. I what am I doing? Oh wow. Did you see my what did you oh you did see did you see the video I posted to Instagram today of the pigeon, the fucking totaled pigeon.
You sent me the picture on Facebook, but I added my special comments with looked like a kitty interference.
Ah yes, yes, on
Mm,
Messenger.
a messenger.
Mm-mm.
Basically, it looked like the
Yeah, I don't know. It
cats
was
had
actually
been
in a
involved.
driveway. It was at a BP
Mm,
and bloody Chargill Charlie. It was like if a cat was I don't know, like what time of the day that cat would have had to know. It,
I
like
think
it looks
it's
super.
it looked more like we were discussing perhaps a homeless person's breakfast,
A
but
bit of breakfast, yeah.
startled by a crow and then
I saw some needles the other day.
startled by a crow and then crow took the best bits that it wanted
Mm. Well, I
and
shouldn't say needles, actually. That's not right. I saw them hit the whole
startled
unit.
by you. Crow got startled by you while you were
Oh, I was there before the crow.
vigilant. Oh, well, the actual fight entailed. You were
Yeah, no, I was getting, yeah, I had a close up.
pre-documented the breakfast.
Mm. Yeah, I had a close up and then
Mm.
it was kind of funny because like I saw it and then I just like, oh, fuck yeah, I just whip out my phone. And then there's these two guys
Looking
and,
all suspicious. Like, I hope he's not
no,
like,
no,
I hope
no,
he's not
they
going to
just,
take the breakfast.
it was so aware. Like this was literally like where people are eating. Like
Hmm.
there's people seated
It'd be funny if the
meters from
homeless
us.
person came up to that spot naked with the bird in its
With it
mouth,
in,
like,
oh
and
yeah.
then was proceeding to pull the head off and sit there
So it was quite,
naked,
yeah,
and then
like on haunches.
shoot off by
I
the
shoot him off. Yeah, that was
startled
me.
by one of the staff and
Ah,
ran off without the prize, leaving the prize behind.
and then I came
And
along.
staff's like, I'm not cleaning that up. That's a
No,
homeless man's breakfast.
you wouldn't want to touch that. That's what you get. If
I
I'm
was
not,
saying here's a staff member that also took a photo of the remains and then posted homeless man's breakfast with the video of the guy getting startled. with the dead
Ah,
bird in the mouth. So there's another part to the story.
and I came along after and just
Yeah, essentially.
and interacted with the crow, and there's these two guys. Yeah, what did they say? They were like, that's right. They're like, oh man, like, because I've just started interacting with the dead creature, and then
Mm.
they're like, they sort of freak out. They're like, oh, we're eating, man.
Don't take the breakfast.
It's ridiculous. I can't believe it. And then I go, oh, I thought I looked over at them. I'm like, oh, but this is it's an Instagrammable moment. I've
Mm.
got to like,
Mm.
I'm photographing it.
Has to be.
And then he's just like, they just like went
As
bonkers. They're
vigilant
just
as
like,
vigilant as
ah.
M was in the day with his little Kodak taking the pictures of the roadkill.
And then there's,
It's careful, cruising along and saw a photo op.
yeah, well, I think if it's interesting,
Good
this is
stuff.
like I'm learning how to present a personality, my
Mm.
personality on Instagram. It's like
Let me know when your general chat's up and I'll go into
live mode.
live mode.
Oh,
Yeah,
whenever you want, man. Like, yeah, like
I
I'm
like the first little, the warm up. And,
mm.
have you heard anything? Have I heard anything? Anything I'm sort
Well,
of being blasted with is New South Wales seems to be getting flogged at the moment with the
floggings.
um, weather.
Is it?
Lots of wind and rain apparently, and
Oh,
eastern seaboard.
really?
Hmm. Got a
Hmm.
article lined up. Earthquake, New
There's an
South
earthquake.
Wales. There was an
Oh.
earthquake about an hour south from Sydney.
So I've had an earthquake and some kind of storms that I've missed somehow.
Somehow.
I managed to not be
Oh,
aware of.
those glasses, they're excellent. They actually make you look like a when you got your eyes closed, you got that sort of wise Confucius look. How
Oh,
about you
right,
say?
I see.
Yeah, you have that
It's
wise anime look,
mm.
pondering.
So okay, some of the things that this week I've seen like this thing lookism.
Hmm.
A bee, the mighty bee introduced me to lookism. It's got like 500 chapters. I'm up to about chapter 80 or something at the moment. That's worthy of a chat.
Hmm.
We'll talk about
Well,
that.
would you want to wait until we get into or just
Yeah, no,
start
you
the?
were just saying like you were mentioning like a few topics to discuss. Like
Yeah,
I look forward to being like blown away by fucking.
the
I think I'll
crazy
talk a little.
M&S.
I'm probably going to talk a bit about like
Whatever, bro. That's it.
where I'm up to
Now I have been having a bit of trouble
decoding.
with my internets, so I don't know
Yeah.
how the live's gonna go. We'll have a full recording,
Oh, yeah.
at least of the um whole thing.
The multi. Yeah.
Yeah, and split like audio split again for you.
Oh, yeah. So thank
Is that
you.
good? Having
Yeah,
a
it is good. I I mean, I've been thinking about things when I think it was last week. People say a season, and is that like 52 weeks? That's not that's, and you're like, yeah, a season like is used to be like and this is interesting, right? Because let's say like it's reasonable to have like a video. Um, I mean, even a video a day is like an amazing amount of content. Like,
mm,
there's much more production value and special shoots being set up, everything. Say Marcus Brownlee thing compared to what we're doing, but still within one of our chats, there's like 17 parts,
yeah,
you know,
where we
and
go
so
through.
that's like 17 episodes.
Mm,
It's nearly 3 weeks. Like it is, you could easily have it as just 3 weeks worth of content.
yeah,
So if we do 13 episodes, it's like we've got a year's worth of like daily eps to drop,
Hmm.
because otherwise, like, what do I do? Like, do I drop like 17 in a week? Doesn't seem right. Like, it doesn't, just slow
Yeah.
burn, build it up. Or
Well,
trying to get them all done in a week is too much. Like, I don't have
yeah, energy or whatever.
I don't know. Like, well, I
Time.
don't have the wellness. No,
Yeah.
I've got the time. I could literally look at the screen like for hours. So yeah, but anyway, I like the idea of a season. I thought about that and I was like, yeah, well, even 13 episodes is kind of cool. And then it's like us thinking about it again, and because also we don't want to get like we don't. I don't know. I had conversations with
I
well,
like the
not my
12 and
entire.
13 for
I do,
that finish out.
and then we have some other experiments and things, and come back and do another thing with next.
Bonus
And
crazy. Yeah.
well, I do want to do other people. Like we need to like bring um more folk in. And I was like looking at some of your tests this week, and they were really good, man. Like,
Mm.
and I mean, that's just being fed an audio file.
Well, and video.
No, but I mean, what I'm trying to say is like the AI thing talking. Is it what like the AI's giving it video to animate? No.
Yeah. I'm feeding both video and audio. Or audio for the lip sync and video for the head movement.
What of the actual person? So
Person
you're
doing it. As long as I can capture a head,
oh,
they do like a torso
is that so you're
chat
like
and move around.
completely
Totally follows their movement, everything perfectly.
hmm, I see. Oh,
So it's pretty
hang on,
good.
I'm gonna do the thing.
Get some good results if you got the right sort of segment part of it mapped out. And even if they're in like a corner, just cut out that corner and then project it into the video.
Mhm. I see. Is my mouth moving?
And I've got I pre-record the
We
content.
can just use audio, can't we? Like we just had
Yep.
other that not on. Oh no, but they could. That's what is
I'm
we could
getting a
like if
bit of
somebody.
breakup from you.
Oh,
Hang on.
hang on. Is it the two?
Sorry?
Oh, have you lost me completely?
No, I can still hear you, but you're breaking up every now and again. I'm just wondering whether it's that virtual cable I'm using.
Oh, I think that the 2.4 wireless thing. What I think is I need to get a Do I have a what? I need a USB-C to USB like a USB-C male to USB-C female. So I can take the 2.4 gigahertz transmitter and bring it up away from the computer. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Oh no, God. What's that? What's this? Oh, try. This is a bit of an experiment.
Yeah.
May not work.
Yes, having
So what we're gonna do is
collection.
I'm gonna plug a USB-A here. Oh wow, I'm in quite the position. And then I'll to disconnect my audio.
Ah,
I've just unplugged my.
you're going back to.
Yeah, hang on. Um, you're back in my ears. I don't know if my microphone's reconnected.
Yep, I can hear you. There is communication.
So what I've done is I've just done an experiment where I've taken the uh, Barracuda's um, dongle and I've strung it on a. I've then plugged into my computer a USB-C to USB-A dongle,
Yep,
and then I've got a with the Barracuda came a USB-A
to USB-C
USB-C
converter
female.
cable.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So I've got that now. So it's long, and instead of it being sort of jammed behind my monitor and next to a metal computer and all the
I have my
things.
little dongle hanging over the top of my top
Yeah, yeah,
monitor, which
yeah.
is like
Totally.
high, so I can walk into the garage and back out.
Yeah.
All right, well, that sounds better.
So I think I was not gonna. Yeah, I wasn't doing myself any favors. I'll just try and go back out where I was, which wasn't very far. It was just here.
Yeah,
Is that breaking up now?
no, that's much better.
Hmm. Let's just try this too, which is me going into the bathroom, which I don't
Because
often
you get a fairly
do.
good run on it as long as there's
No,
no
no,
mega
no, no,
solid wall.
no. But I reckon like jammed in with like behind my monitor and everything, just the EM
Hmm.
was just too much for everything. It was just, it's like it's quite small. Like if it's and it's stuck up against my computer, and then there's like every electrical source all around it. It's not.
Funny,
It's just not
your
harmonious.
character's doing like these Japanese kung fu moves at the moment because you're away from the camera and it's
Wow,
they're
wow,
doing like
that's
this.
wild.
Wah, yeah.
It's flinging the
Mm,
flingings.
the full flingings. Uh,
Well, hang on, I thought fixation meant that it
good lean on it.
mm,
This is a
um
studio, recording studio to Orion's.
yeah, I've liked your Orion's landings last few. Hey, they've been
Yeah,
good.
just trying to find stuff that seemed, interesting and animating to it. The
Mm.
puppets
Oh, so
manage it.
so I've been doing like a little bit of just Terraria
Hmm.
as I've been dissociating the last couple of days and avoiding reality. Um, yeah. So I've embarked on this sort of the next phase of my mission, personal mission, and I've been dropping all the lava. So I've been
Hmm.
just getting all this lava and like it's like in the sort of the cabin layer, and um, and so I've been dropping it all down into hell. So I'm just getting rid of like I'm just clearing out this entire section.
The Khalid empty.
Well, no, I've because I use like Spelunker potions and things consistently, so I can
They're going
just
to
see
put
where
us in
everything.
entertainment again and not for kids, making sure those are selected.
Yes, indeed.
Um, do thumbnail, up straight in.
Bring both eyes.
A description. Uh, CHE Cheep.
Wowza. You know what would be interesting would be to use like OBS to map in like your environment behind you. So you've got the green screen, but you're feeding the video also into um, OBS, so that, like, for example, you've got like maybe like a wall behind you that's got like where I've got, and then it's got, say, anime books and whatever, and it's a set,
Mm.
and so the set's real and live, and the characters in it, like and as you're moving, like the chair's there, you know what I
Mm.
mean, and the chair's moving but the animated character's sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
That'd be some trippy shit.
And I found if you stand directly up and then sort of when you walk out of frame from your camera, you keep facing forward and your mouth will move, but you don't sort of go into spasm mode. But as soon as you like walk away, and it's still tracking your
Mm,
face. At the
yeah.
moment, I just stood straight up, so it couldn't track my face anymore, and then walked away from it.
Oh wow, look, you've stayed very stable.
Yeah, without jumping around. But as soon as it detects even the slightest bit of my face, it'll be like, oh, and then off to the side. So
Let's bring up some computer. It's the Sharks tonight, man. Look, here we go.
here we go.
The
All right,
Sharks versus the Roosters, I think it is.
start the stream.
Wow, we're still.
The blue. Oh, cheapness. Sweet. Oh,
Moving on up, moving on up.
moving on up. Extra cheapness. Alright, I've turned off the audio on my frontoing one. Done. Screen. Turn. So yes, interesting. Interesting things. Things of interest.
Yes. Well, one thing is like that.
Being so busy that
This
you
sound.
missed the recent weather phenomenon taking over New South Wales, Si.
I didn't know. No,
And you totally missed the earthquake.
I knew nothing about. No, no, yeah, I mean, I have found it a little difficult, like over the last couple of days. So, maybe that's like related. I like emotionally was, connected to reality in some way,
Of
and
having to deal with
so
sickness,
it was
sufferings.
so maybe the earthquake was just like some sort of like, you know, butterfly effect of me having like, some emotional breakthroughs and whatever. It's a bit of a shift, and was felt in the earth as a result.
Mm.
I'd say that's unresponsible for the earthquake. Now that you mention it, that's why I was unaware of it. You know,
You felt
because I was like the local
the
effect
pain
version
was
of it.
felt by the earth around you.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. It's expressed itself.
expressed itself in
Yeah,
weird and wonderful ways.
yeah. Big tears, you're saying, like big
Hmm.
storms. Yeah, and then
The great shaking
fucking
of the earth.
shaking
Not
of the
not too
earth. Yeah.
much, but just enough to
No, no. Just to get you going, just
rattle
to
the senses back
wake
into
up. Yeah.
being again.
So, yeah, it's interesting that, you know, so just being personally responsible for sort of
Mm.
how reality is.
Oh, had
Jeez.
some good ones. I mean, in my recent learnings,
Ah, yes.
yeah. Um, ghost lovers
The
being the
like
woman that
pizza
had,
lovers.
well, had up to 20 ghost partners.
Wow. What at
Yeah,
once?
yeah, like a revolving door of ghosts to this woman's internal vibrations.
What they like possessed her, like used her,
No, apparently it was mutual.
or hung out with. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She took him on holiday. She met the ghost in Australia.
Oh, oh,
He was an Australian ghost and
so he just came
went on
along
holidays with her,
nearby.
and then they got married. Got married to the
She got
ghost.
married. She got married to a ghost.
Yeah, the whole whiz bang and schmoogle. He was a
What?
was he a pirate? I don't remember. I hope he was a pirate. I mean, all these things are purely fictional, of course. You know that we
I
talk about on the cheap. It is for entertainment purposes only. None of our recommended recommendations should ever be taken seriously. Like, if we say that
especially that one.
yeah, the drinking
Don't take him
bleach is
seriously.
essential for good health, then please do not believe us. That is not the
We might
truth at
actually
all.
say it's possible that it
It
has.
could be in certain circumstances, but I'm not recommending it, all
No,
right? So,
no, no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, no, no. I look. You've really
Highly,
got to be. We got to be very
discourage
thoughtful.
the
Very,
use of
very
bleach as
thoughtful
a
with bleach.
internal
Very thoughtful.
cleaning device
Yeah,
for your
and also other
uh,
things
you
like it.
know, noodle
Don't
controls,
be putting like.
meat bag.
There's like a sort of a movement around ingesting like diluted oh, what is it like? Hydrogen peroxide. And it's fucking stupid.
I
It's
get the
actually
whole point of
I
cleaning your teeth with it to get that,
just no,
if
it's
you got the
just
toothpaste with the
that
hydrogen
shit.
peroxide in it,
You put
then,
it on a wound. Put it on a wound. You just get that
yeah, yeah,
stuff,
if you want to
put it on a
sterilize
cut,
something, mm, mm, mm. Have it on a
putting it
wipe,
down your fucking throat.
have it on a wipe just in case you
Burns
need
you.
to clean the genitals with it.
Jesus. What the
I've
fuck?
heard
That
worse
would
things,
be
man,
who would
people,
just
trying to
what? Just act
use
like that's the devil.
turpentine wipes
No,
to
no.
keep away HPV and stuff like that. Have a little turpentine wipe handy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What, after the fact or
Not
before the
around
fact?
matches. Done before, so that make sure there's
Soaking
no.
soaking yourself in turpentine,
you,
then
proving your
having sex,
worthiness, proving worthiness.
and that was acceptable by both parties. What the fuck is wrong with humans? I don't understand. Oh, that's
uh, do not, I repeat, do not wipe your genitals with turpentine wipes.
look. I mean,
They're
I've
designed for removing grease from cars. Do not wipe your genitals with turpentine
no,
wipes.
I've done things with chili. Like I've cut chilies up and then interact with the partner's
Ooh,
internally, and yeah, didn't
that
mean
could
like
be
it was fucking bit burny,
a little bit
and then and
you
put
know,
on
of a
and then
worry.
realizing as if yeah, all the things there's that kind of stuff. There's other what other things like I don't know. Oh man, I left like defoliating cream. Like I wonder what that did. Like where you like
I
put
know
the cream
once
on you
I
to like remove
didn't wash
hairs.
my hands after cleaning off one of our pieces of equipment
Bit of,
and went to the toilet in a hurry, touched my genitals, and yeah, never made that mistake again.
which equipment?
Just a piece of equipment from work, using the
Oh,
cleaning agent that they use to
oh,
clean it up,
oh,
and then being
oh,
in too much of a hurry and not washing my hands before touching, you know,
dear.
most holy,
Solvents.
you know,
Having solvents on your
transfer of
hands.
solvents to the
Nice. That's
the
fucking some
you
brutal
know
shit
the
right there, man.
the
That's
region, and then
memorable.
having some
That's
quite severe
that's
blisters coming up from
that's
it. It was definitely not, a pleasant experience.
that's
You know,
memorable.
did leave,
That's
quite a
totally.
sensitivity enhancement afterwards, but that's another story. We won't go into that.
Oh, look, yeah. Um, I think like one of the things with shaving, for example, is you just got to keep doing it, and your skin
Yeah,
just toughens up,
gets used
and
to
then
it.
yeah,
That's
you
it.
just that's it.
I've got the big beard going on at the moment, so
Mm.
it's appropriate for the
Yeah, I'm growing my hair. It's
mustache.
most debilitating.
It's
It's
only
gonna be
it's
like
only a
months
stamp
and months,
and
maybe
like
like
a
a
sticker for
year.
my virtual character, but it's
I'm
historically
gonna have to.
significant. Haven't had a full beard in a while, so
Yeah, I'm gonna grow my hair out.
enjoying it.
Mm.
Enjoying having the beardly goodness.
I like the beard you got going at the moment.
Chunkified. Just sort of grow out. Gonna mute for a sec, bud. It won't be a moment.
Ah, stretching the neck. That's it. Oh yeah.
Silence for the religious opponent,
Ah,
you know?
stretching.
Best not to share, some cases.
Feel yourself through from your hips, aligning. Oh, breathing into your lungs in a three-dimensional way, expanding your ribs, not just
Find your
forwards,
center
but
point.
backwards and outwards. Oh,
Sex with
as a
aliens.
volume. Sex
Did
with
I ever tell you about
aliens.
that time I had sex with an alien?
Was it
Space
through?
alien. A
Was it?
ghost.
Was it through your
A
diaphragm?
space ghost alien.
Where was it sort of like? Did you just sort of enter each other in a
Mm.
sort of like a mutual way?
I was out,
Was it sort of like a?
out west.
Mm,
Um, just bright light. Next thing you know, I was in the spaceship.
huh? Yeah.
It's always how a good furpy starts,
Is it? Or
Sometimes
what is? I mean, I'm saying like
you got to draw in
I'm.
the customer. So
Well,
alien spaceship abduction sounds kind of hot, doesn't it?
I think that it's interesting that like you need to abduct many humans. Like it suggests like that technological development
And
is
look,
not linear.
just
It's not
what
sort of
I've got, the real question is
like it's
why so many anal probings? Like, if this isn't a sexual thing, why so many probings?
well, oh, I mean
I have
we're
no
getting
idea.
into it ourselves. Like as a species,
Hmm.
anal probing is becoming much more acceptable. Like you think
Well,
about that, like
everyone has
medically.
their choices, Si.
People have like stuff stuck up their butt, little cameras and things,
Hmm.
there's little regular intervals.
Prefer to have the tablet and sort of collect it afterwards.
Ah, so data like
Far more.
travels through, you think.
That's it.
Outputs like
Little
little
recording at the
local
end that you can
scanning.
clean it off, hand it back to the doctor. He
Oh,
downloads it.
local scan. There's like a full 3D internal scan, like a
Way
laser
on the way through. Checks out for the
multi.
polyps.
Mm.
I mean, it's nice. I mean,
Does such a
our
thing,
terrestrial
why?
versions of the cyber snake. You know, what do we do to a trader? Double living snake up its ass. I mean, it's not quite a living snake. It's an electronically
It is an electronic
controlled
snake, but
snake that goes on a
but it
mission.
is.
And sometimes it can get right up there, especially the operator tells you
Yeah, but
that. And
like you say, like it
like,
doesn't need to. It could just be like
says
a
he
ball.
had to get
It could
right
just
up
be
there,
a.
but he got right up there for you. So be appreciative for those over 50.
Gets a. Give him a bit, you reckon?
Yeah, make sure he gets a tip, getting right up there. The tip is next time
I
you
want to
do
do it
that, next time you get
conscious.
right up there
I
on
want to.
someone, don't tell them about it.
I
That's
don't.
my
I'm
tip.
not. I'm against anesthesia. I want to do it conscious. No, I want to. But
Give me
you'll feel the experience,
no
Maxwell.
lube,
You've got
no
to know
lube.
what you're
I'll
experiencing.
need the bottle of lube on this side. On the other side.
Go into the
I'm
surgery,
gonna
like they're
just
just like,
bite the
what the
pill open
fuck?
for about
Yeah.
20 minutes while you're doing the operation. There will be blood. I'm sorry. The guy like hugging the technician afterwards. Call me.
Yeah. That's
uh,
yeah.
terrible vision.
That's well, you know,
Some.
exciting. Yeah. But people do. People actually go in and choose to have like low anesthesia or just like to be snaked up.
Yeah.
Get the sensation going, but just like a bit numbed, but still so it's a bit nice. But yeah,
Sober happiness.
that's a
Yeah.
yeah. Have you ever
living
met any?
living in the moment, as they say. Why be denied
Yeah,
if these
this.
things are the things that, find appealing? Go the local.
Yeah, it's a. I don't know. I mean, it can't be injuring you. It'd just be like
It,
really
it,
wacky.
they
Would it?
do use a lot of gel.
Ah,
Mm. So you
it
sort of,
really.
the next
Yeah.
few days afterwards, you are sort of popping it out, pooping it out.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. But, after that drink that you have to clear out, doesn't really matter, mate. There's nothing in there except that fucking bit of slime that they push in there when they're pushing it up. I'd imagine.
Oh, I see.
It's completely empty.
Well, here's here. This is
It's like
you know,
it's nice to get the pipe check and him to be, giving you the double thumbs up. You know,
you could just eat a
I mean,
packet of
I imagine he is definitely a professional double brown wings, deployer of the instrument. You'd want to know your trade. You could really
just.
hurt someone, I'd imagine, if you,
Oh yeah,
doing something. And that's why I said to him, he said, "Do you want to be knocked out or do you want to feel?" I went, "Well, you know what? It's gonna bump into things. I'd rather just knock out, mate. I don't
yeah, right. You
particularly.
were given the option.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I chose to just, wake up afterwards.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Yes.
I said I might get a bit restless if I can feel it. Someone inserting that much tube into me.
Yeah, look, I
There's
watched
only so
myself
much
get my
metal I can take, you know what I mean? Like, I know you're gonna do your best to get it right up there, and you did. You did.
yeah,
Thank you for that.
I
You know,
watched myself
I understand a good
and
effort
tried
when
to
I see
film
one,
myself
or
having a
can I
vasectomy.
get the DVD? I think I still got the DVD.
Oh yeah, I tried to film myself with my phone
Putting your
getting
phone in
this.
you.
What? Yeah.
I mean, that's a bit of an effort,
Yeah,
but
yeah, but
would you
the
just choose
lenses
one
are
of those,
positioned
the inspection
incorrectly, like
cameras? Would that be the
because the
best way to start rather than trying to
because because the
insert a
lenses
phone
of the
camera?
camera are on the side, it doesn't work very well. Like,
You know, you want to
you
plan this in
realize
stages. Start with the
afterwards, like,
smaller inspection
no,
camera and then work your way up to the larger one if you
I'll show
need
you
to,
something.
you know.
So I'm doing a live,
Actually, it's cool having the moustache. I like having the
yeah, so doing a live YouTube.
That's amazing. How do you do that?
There's a lot of tech going on.
All research for free.
Who's the other person?
Yeah, this is M over here.
How you
Is that me?
going?
On some
Just
headphones.
waving.
Yeah.
IRL person rather than a virtual
IRL
person.
person. Yeah.
IRL person.
Wow. Very impressed.
So yeah, so that's so and we're just doing like and we record conversations and then
Yeah.
break them up into
We've
episodes.
got little friends that move around and
Yeah,
Nice.
there's a
What's that person?
she's actually got
can
an AI attached to
that's
her.
yeah an AI that's attached to and can speak about stuff and
Try not to cough into my mic.
That's insane. Crazy.
yeah, and so yeah, they can listen to M's voice and then respond and so forth and
Yeah, so I can
yeah.
ask her
Mm,
questions and then she'll
mm.
reply back. I'm trying to work out how to get the audio so
And
I
that
can hear
person
it
is
as well.
actually like another person moving, like you are in front of the screen.
Like I can zoom her, I can blow her up. Like
I can't put
she
my
can
eyes
be
on
animated.
Yeah, so yeah, we're getting better at it. That's for sure. Yeah.
Can have a wave.
Amazing.
Hello.
Mm. Uh, what did you know?
She can
Just
do
talking into
dances too, like a
into the
robot
air.
dance.
No, yeah, sure. No, yeah,
But she goes out
yeah.
of
So
frame.
yeah, basically, yeah, yeah. But just having a lot more fun with it. Yeah, yeah.
That's so cool.
It's pretty trippy, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you. Ah, I that's somebody who I live with. That's Amy.
Yeah.
And looks like I'm just talking randomly in a room, just at the
Yeah.
wall.
She's like, what's going on? Well, this is the future. And my family think I'm mental, sitting in my room and, you know, got like 3 screens going.
Yeah, I've just got the big horizontal screen.
Hmm. I like
I
breaking it up,
wonder,
so
I wonder if I've.
gives my neck exercise while I'm staring at the same
Mm, mm,
screen.
mm.
Then I'm not getting the ups and downs,
I was
right?
just thinking, like, how it would be for me
Hmm.
to just experience having my monitor turned to being portrait and just
Hmm.
dealing with that, like, for maybe a month.
Especially experiment.
Hmm.
Because I've got a portrait and then two, you know, horizontals.
Yeah, would I bring out my laptop and it would become the
Well,
horizontal?
3 or 4, 4
Perhaps.
horizontals. I've got the projector around my little Satling screen that I rarely use. I've got that other one from
What would that be like?
Andy.
Let's find out.
What? I'll turn it on its side.
No, my
Side.
monitor's
Side does.
my monitor can do that.
Hmm.
That's not a thing. It's just a feature.
Mount your camera on there and then do the full body cap.
Oh, well, I think it would have to go.
Oh.
Oh,
So tonight I'm on the Brookvale Union again. Magic
hang on.
Elephant. Alcoholic ginger beers.
How do I know I
Oh,
can.
you've got a karate mode.
I probably am in color.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, this doesn't feel. Oh no, I've got it. I've got it. Okay, so
Chop.
that's in.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's it.
Gotcha just
Whoa.
then. You did this full on, leaned in towards me, and I went karate.
Well, at the moment
Chop. I chopped you.
I've just got to. Where's my?
There
Oh,
we go.
sorry,
It just come up on the screen then.
what's that?
Chop. Oh, the delay on the
I did it.
before it comes up, comes live on YouTube. So
Displays.
they never ever post we're going to go live. But if you know, look at the dates, you realise it's every freaking Saturday night
There we go. Whoa.
that we hang out down under, upside down on the bottom side of the planet, and you know,
Wow, this is
do our podcast from the
fucking
great
trippy, man.
down underings.
So I just put my monitor. Yeah. And then my monitor and I've just
Courtesy
gone
mute of
and
the mic.
oh, should I be muted? Can really
Put his
that.
dukes up. Got my dukes up. Put my hands around while doing my duke hand.
Hmm.
It's alright. Adequate enough.
How do I?
Yeah. Oh, missed you. Chop.
Just gonna like the tracking. Wow. Okay, this is really trippy.
So
So I've made my monitor portrait.
huh, get a big long
Hmm.
tower of vision.
I do. So uh hmm. I think it's indicative. It suggests like it's much more suggestive of having different workspaces, like where you'd have like a vertical stack, and
Yeah.
then you'd be looking up or looking in the middle or looking down slightly.
Because that's what I've got at the moment.
Where the
It's sort of
horizontal
up, down,
version
and
doesn't
then
inspire
to the
that. It
left.
just inspires a wide view,
Hmm.
where this sort of inspires three
Oh, I love discussing the tech, setting
normal
up the
sized
tech, and
views. Yeah, this is very
the
interesting.
preference for the
I got to go pee.
operational parameters of the setups.
Oh,
The virtual down under. Yes, quite a bit of crime in Britain. Shoplifting, similar to the because people just helping themselves to stuff.
like what kind of stuff?
Or whatever they want.
Like
Desperate
food level
times.
stuff? Like, are we
Desperate
back to
times.
like
Probably food
stealing
and
bread and
whatever.
shit? Yeah.
Basic amenities.
Well,
Please
if you think
don't
about a
hang.
crop,
Please don't hang us for stealing apples, Governor.
there's a different principle, like in, say, with crop design, where you make enough that you allow the loss from pests to be built into your crop.
Yep.
And
Redundancy.
if
Pest
you
redundancy.
can't afford bread or food, to just be given it. Like, it's not going to be like it's way less burdensome on society for you to be able to just go into a place and say, "Hey, can I get some bread?" And they go, "Yeah, no worries." You know what I mean? Like any shop, you should just go any shop if you need to. And if you don't need to, you just pay for it. But if you need to, you can just go in with no prejudice, no begging, and it's like integrated into sort of like a social cost. Oh, how's this for an idea? So what you have is a charity, right? Where a homeless person can come in and just bill it to the charity. That's it. That's the idea. You know what I mean? Like, so you just go in somewhere, like you just go into a coffee shop
I've been
and
on the
say,
streets
"Oh,
for like 2 months.
you just go in and say,
Got
oh,
like a shower, a massage, and a
yeah,
blowjob.
you've just got
Can I
like a
just bill
card."
that,
That's
please?
right. Yeah, you don't just say you just got your card. Shing. Book
Chink.
into the Love Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get a shave.
yeah.
Nice bath, massage, and DJ. Sorry, it's a moustache. It's giving me like this cowboy blood. Uh-oh. From the helicopters. Black helicopters with the mind reading equipment. Not them. Dispersing the deadly mosquitoes. Glad get well, maybe we. Who knows? Is it worth
What?
worrying about? Probably not. Is it important? Only time will tell.
Uh, I'm not satisfactory with where the camera's positioned. It's a bit
Happy with the
tedious
set though.
with the screen.
Presentation.
Yeah, I reckon I'm going to just reconfigure it. Just think about it a little differently. Like put messaging apps down the bottom of the screen as like a little set of windows. At the moment, for example, having
I've
the
got
main
the
video
AI
window.
and myself on screen. Or
And then AVAKIT's like up higher for me. Like it's up sort of up the top. Yeah. That's where you can have a few of your sort of
to make view.
the technical.
I made you disappear. Sorry.
That's right.
Back.
Well,
It's
that's actually quite
miraculous.
interesting. So,
Miraculous. If you need to believe in miracles, let's hope that this live stream is only a single file rather than part one was working well and then part two, my shitty internet.
oh, that was good. I thought the shitty internet one was.
Because we had a bit of a break. But like I said, we always capture the whole video file for your grabbinings.
Hmm. This vertical monitor is a whole new way of computing. Hmm.
Yeah, but just a ball projector, which has multi-projectors in the head that all face in a different direction. So you can just plonk it in the middle of a room or top of the roof, and it just then broadcasts a one big image across the whole room, surrounded. Create your own virtual environment. M delivers idea with cipher and a little SIGH. Vibes liquid of choice. And size audio has disappeared.
Has it?
Oh, he's back.
I think I'm just eating something.
Ah, is that why you're doing the munch, 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 and your hand is sort of hanging around in the proximity of where your mouth would be? All it's missing is a virtual sandwich sigh.
In this case, a virtual meat pie.
Here we go. Look, here's me munching on a virtual sandwich. Not actually got my hand holding the sandwich. Nom, 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 nom. Drink. That's lefty righty. Is my righty. Sip. Lefty.
Mm, 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 mm.
Got my Hawaiian shirt on again tonight.
I think that'd be a very easy charity.
My always
And
dragon horns on readiness.
hmm.
Look pretty good. Reconcile.
I like it. I like the horns.
Asserting the horn authority.
I think that I think the fact that they also look like kind of croissants.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And
The sort of,
it's
Lord
been
of the
like
Banquet.
Lord of the
I
you
pronounce
got the
myself
banana.
Lord of the Banquet.
You've got the
Shall
banana going.
feast
So
well upon the croissants of
a
enjoyment.
bit of honey. Bit of honey with the banana.
Mm,
Jam it in a croissant.
that's it.
Lots of butter.
Banana croissant.
Mm. That'd be a good combo, eh? Banana
Mm,
honey croissant.
peanut butter.
Mighty. But you only
It's
sell the one with
smooth,
the
not the nutty one.
Mhm.
Would wreck the whole
Texture. It'd be
texture
the
of the
texture.
banana.
Yeah.
Be ruined by the
So
nuttiness.
here's the
Has to
question:
have
soft? Would
soft.
it go like croissant,
Yeah.
butter, and then like peanut
On the
butter?
top lid, and then the banana in between the peanut and the butter.
And
Yeah,
the honey
pressed between the two.
the honey on one, the honey on the bottom, or
Yeah, honey, like the butter, honey, banana, and then on the
the
top
banana,
lid, just like a smear of the
peanut butter.
peanut butter, and then
Oh,
push together.
mm. It's like layers.
Yep. Magic croissants.
Heated croissant too.
Of course.
Now there'd be the special version actually where you could have like a slightly fried banana.
Mm.
Banana like it's been like say put into the honey and let it marinate in honey for say half a day as slices and then cooked. It's like doped. Mm. Just kind of like, whoa, hello.
What
Heated croissants. Mm. What drink would go
that
with this
might
thing?
what would go with it?
Mm.
That
Actually, why don't
flavor.
we ask? Why don't we ask? Um,
Let me
what
activator. So I don't normally turn her on.
what drink would go with a? What would be the best drink for full stop kind of thing? I don't know. Um, a heated bagel with banana, honey, and peanut butter. A buttered croissant. Heated buttered croissant with banana. Yeah. What would be the perfect drink? It's quite the prompt. Do you think it would be? But we should specify that it's a hot drink.
Hot drink? I'm going to put hot drink. What would be the perfect hot drink for? Huh?
Na 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 na
So,
na na. Da 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 da. Oh, I could do this. One banana, two banana, three banana, four. Four bananas make a bunch, and so does many more. All the banana splits. Come into your door. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Why won't you scale? Mm. Banana splits theme song. Tra la la song. Yeah. Where's its lyrics? It's not. Hmm.
バナナハニー&ピーナッツバターブレッドオッド BA コンフォーティングカップオブホットチョコレート。
She reckons hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
Yep.
Yeah, I see it. I mean,
She said go the hot chocolate.
that's breakfast, man. That's a fucking
Mm.
breakfast.
Banana, peanut butter, honey,
And there are options like
croissant,
you'd, yeah,
and a nice hot cup of chocolate.
yeah, hot chocolate. And would it be like a heated breaker? Like it'd be your like,
Anything that would top that off be a big dollop of like vanilla ice cream.
inside the.
Inside the little
Mhm.
cupping moon of the croissant. It'd be like Instajoy. A taste erection.
Banana.
Culinary taste erection.
Ah, Shugari. Shogugeki no Sama.
Shogo. No giki.
Shogugeki no Sama.
Asama.
That is that it? I think so. That the freaking Shogugeki is like the. That's crazy. That show. There are just people like their clothes are like flying off.
Whoosh.
Ice cream, and then so it's hot chocolate. Yeah, man.
No, it's definitely on the money. I've gone into still mode.
Oh, yeah.
Fetching another ale.
Ah, the fetchings. Yes, I haven't. What
Stood
am
up
I?
quickly so that I wasn't going into your mode on the screen. My lips would still keep moving. Even though you can't really see my mouth at the moment because of the whole
I'm gonna crack a hard
large
drink now.
grey stash happening. I can put on the evil smile again. That was pretty amusing. It's cool that you can. I'll have to send you a care package with some of the gifs I got or the PNGs I got working for the pasting into the characters. There's a couple.
What? What?
There should be a
No,
way of bending the
that is not the song.
rather than having it flat, the actual texture, to be able to select a mold around the model, like set up as you can just put it on as a mask and snaps to the face. That'd be cool. Not that I'm saying that playing around with a free avatar control system is not cool, but
Okay, here we go. Ahem. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4. All bananas make a split, and so does many more. Over hill and highway, the banana buggies go. Come along to bring you the banana splits show. Tra la la, la 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 la, la la la, tra la la la. 4 banana, 3 banana, 2 banana, 1. All bananas playing in the bright warm sun, flipping like a pancake, popping like a cork. Beagle, Bingo, Drooper, and Snork. Legal, Bingo, Drooper, and Snork. That was their
Yeah,
names.
that's it.
What the fuck?
Snorkel.
Oh, they
Get your
they
lips
did look
on
like
that
a
snorkel,
snorkel,
man.
didn't it? Snork. Old Snorky. He knew how to fucking hoover it.
Snorkiest
Wuss, mate.
snorker of all time, mate.
It was the super snork.
Super snorker.
Oh, Bingo. Was he
Bingo.
lucky? Was there one that just like, yeah, was
He was
off
one
the
of the
like,
lucky ones. Yeah.
did something,
He
was he
good.
like a slot machine?
He was. Always connected.
This is trippy. Legal. And Fleagle was the dog. And Droopu was like this weird looking unit.
Hmm.
Is this
Big mouth.
is that right?
Hmm. Looking
Making
it
up a mess of fun, making up a mess of fun, making a mess of lots of fun for everyone. Or bananas
You
written
can
down
wiki
between
it.
101.
So they give you who the characters were and everything.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna just copy that and then paste that into
Makes it easy.
image searching.
Oh,
Oh,
back.
okay. One is like a
Camera wise.
one is a snorkel. So the one's an elephant.
Snork.
Legal is probably the dog. And then Bingo is like, I think, an ape, a monkey.
I love those 6-wheeler all-terrain vehicle.
And Drooper is like
friends I had.
cool, like, what is he?
Those things were
Like a lion.
so cool.
He's a lion.
Wanted to build a little tent on the back of that and just,
Oh, that was like it was the beginning of my love of all-terrain vehicles. Then Mad Max.
want to get one of them, get it space worthy, get up there and outdo the Americans on the moon. Donut. 6-wheeler donuts. Take that. Really grind up some moon dust.
I saw this like snippet of video I was shown of that I'd not really seen, and it was of like the whatever his name was, Buzz and
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear and Armstrongs.
Buzzy's
That's
eyes.
it. Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz and the Armstrong band.
Buzz and the Armstrong band. And it was them in a press conference after they came back. And I've never really looked at that. I don't think I've ever looked at that. So I was just showing this bit of footage of it. It's a bit of out of context, maybe, I don't know. But they looked really, I don't know, like
unsettled.
Yeah.
Been to the moon and back, man.
Yeah, but not kind of like
fucking space tin can.
Like regretted it. Like you regretted it. It looked like they
maybe the aliens told him not to come back.
I think so.
And if you do, come back here and clean up this fucking mess on the moon. Even all this shit here. Fuck. Come pick up your fucking space rubbish, you cunts.
It's the first thing we do. First place we go. Just trash it.
You either recycle that shit or you just fucking take it home.
Don't be coming round here for you.
Yeah. Me and my Moonanite mates. We don't appreciate you coming here and leaving your fucking Earth space junk everywhere.
We are
we don't need
Earth.
It. Alright? Keep this place pretty fucking tidy.
Your Earth is our moon.
Out there with our little tiny space rakes.
We are
raking the moon clean.
No.
Every time a little
We
asteroid,
are very
hits
advanced.
us,
We are
they get out
much
there
more
and
advanced than you
rake
Earthians.
the fucking space moon, space dust on the space moon. Yeah, way more advanced. So,
Yeah, I was like, well,
we Moonanites are 1,000 times more advanced. And we have sex with space ghosts on a regular basis.
mm, yeah. Look, I mean, you gotta
just being
get that
honest,
flow. You gotta, just gotta feel the energy.
Yeah.
Just
You'll know when
move
the
with the
space
thing.
ghost is really happy. You'll get the ectoplasmic ejection all over you. You'll be covered in slime.
Oh, just
Full ectoplasmic ejection. They gave you the little preview in Ghostbusters. Getting slimed.
Oh, getting slimed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Slimer.
Yeah. He was highly excitable.
Oh, orgasmic.
As far as the
Bit of
ghost
slime.
goes.
Well,
Getting his ectoplasm over everybody.
wow, that's it. And he had the big teeth, didn't he? That sort of
did.
wobble, as if they would just be like some kind of like. It looked like it's sort of like an older version of a flashlight.
Saw how to make a handmade one.
With instant noodles.
Don't know if it's instant noodles.
You heat instant
Was
noodles
it-
up in a cup, and the cup goes like more but not solid. And then let it sort of
let the noodles
soak up.
guide you. Let the
So
noodles
soak
guide you to that
up.
special place. No.
So that they
Word
soak
of
up the
warning: wait
water.
until noodles have cooled
Yeah.
slightly.
They've thickened.
Yeah,
Well,
and
so they've
thickened.
thickened.
Do not
Fill
insert
the space.
after initial hot water injection. Wait the acquired time. Testing with elbow. Testing with elbow.
Elbow. Oh, elbow.
Yeah. Apparently, it's if you want to know if something's too hot for a child, you dip your elbow in it. It's an old special grandma thing.
And then
Passing of wisdoms. Yeah. If it's too hot for your elbow, it's going to be too hot for the child.
cup noodle, mate. Cup noodle. That's the original flashlight. Well, modern.
Oof.
It's the $2.
Mm.
It's not the 2 minutes. It's more like 20 minute.
Well,
Wow.
depends on what quarter you're from. I mean, yeah.
Oh, what temperature?
The original
would it be a
the
strengthening
original
exercise?
pocket pussy could have just been that shrunken head, remember, Si?
No, it was that shrunken head. But the
Sorry, I went into my
I'm wondering if they
Souls of the Righteous mode there for a bit.
Oh, hang on, I should just check the we should check the NRL.
Come back.
$10-6 Sharks, man. Sharks
10-6.
winning second half. And the Panthers demolished the Warriors. As would be expected. But the Sharks versus the Roosters, it's gonna be savage. Who's gonna no one who knows. I have a vicarious interest.
Shark on the cock. Oh, rooster.
What?
Sharks
Ah,
versus
the
the
cock.
roosters.
Yeah, having a little nibble on the old getting those teeth.
Another
Let's get
bird
those teeth
noise. There you go, Si. So you'll have enough shortly for the
on that rooster.
different bird noises for the compilation.
Just
You know, the
gobbling.
intro compilation happening. Three times, I said. Sad you can't hear the AI voice, but yeah, I'll finish setting up the laptop so that you can dial in as another friend. Famous.
And then would be at least on the same mix coming out on Zoom.
Yeah.
Then Zoom could also, yeah.
As I'm picking it up from you, I'm sure if it went into split, I could split that screen again by capturing, you know, one part of it and the other part of it. Then I'd get her and you. But I think you'd be mixed then. Because obviously I'd be taking the output from your Zoom.
But she's not talking all the time.
No, only every now and again, and so.
So that's, yeah.
Or only when we really prompt her. I mean, I can turn her into the, you know, chatting about her little internal dialogue of facts, but she's pretty boring. She just wants to talk about bees all the time. And I mean, I love bees, but only so many bees you can talk about.
Well, everything is bee. I'm going to talk about if you talk about all the bees.
Well, bee is now, and
that's it. Well, it's like all the instances. It's a lot of instances. You probably spend
most of your life doing the bee.
All of the lives, or you'd spend all the lives expressing all the lives.
Beingness.
That's what you do. That's how that would roll.
With the doingness too. Still well enough to be being, but you need to be the doing it.
Yes.
Otherwise, others need to be doing the doings.
That's somebody needs to be doing. Yeah, I know.
Normally the way it works, isn't it?
It is exactly how it works. So the banana splits are it's actually their heads, really. Like their bodies are quite simple, but it's their heads that are the trippy fucking units, man.
Yeah. Because they had huge heads.
And very like forced expression heads.
You
know, that thing that gets done to
the clown
puppets
head.
Often, yeah, clown head. I couldn't make my. There probably would have been an option then to just make my face go like forced crazy. What does it look like? It's like, yeah.
Do the super mouth.
Wow.
Overblowing. Yeah.
Wow, what's that?
Do that by making it too.
Wow. That was a bit much.
But it pays to do your homework on the presets. Yeah, it's cool having the effect stuff. Very cool. On and off. On undercover.
Hmm.
Putting them up. It's bad.
It uses that much less desk space.
Hmm.
Like it's a much more efficient use of space. The vertical. Hmm.
Got his Cognito sunnies on now. I look like the dude from Weekend at Bernie's.
You do look like the dude. That's really quite something.
I'll start doing
That's
that. Hey, how you going? And the dudes were holding his arms. Hey, it's me, it's Bernie. Having a great time. Oh, my wife, I
Well,
love her.
why was everyone so afraid of him being dead? Why did they have to pretend he wasn't? Because it was just they didn't want to be
It's the
blamed.
boss, and they didn't want to end the holiday too quickly.
Oh, that's
If
it.
he got discovered he was actually dead, then
Oh, because that.
they
Oh, yeah,
wouldn't
right.
be able to enjoy the fruits of their labors of being in the the boss's beach house and eating all the chicks and stuff.
I see.
Yeah, using up the utilities,
Hmm.
and then declaring the whole thing being an accident when the boat explodes at the end, and wife's very sad, but
Not really.
gets the insurance, and the two boys get the reward for helping out, physical and the monetary reward.
Downstairs.
It's a wonderful thing of extending
Okay.
the stories, and with AI, we can give it a story. Say, extend the love affair between two boys.
What a bit of BL. Oh,
Yeah. Two men and their, widow of the dearly departed Bernie.
can you still? Is the signal still coming through?
Yeah, still hearing you.
Yeah. Putting it on the extension cable has made all the difference.
Ah. Special weekends at Bernie's mode. Is he alive? Is he dead? His lips are still moving, but someone's grabbing his chin. Si's like gone into full ninja mode right now. Disappeared off the screen completely. That's what I like about this set. Because, when you get full, weekend at Bernie's or everybody's kung fu fighting, as they do. Yeah. Wouldn't mind one of them female ninjas landing on the end of it. It's funny, anyone could be listening, right? Randos who aren't logged in, just tuning somehow. Those moderators that sit at cubicle. make sure things don't get too loose and too out of control. Maybe cut the transmission. Things are overly racially motivated. Too much conversation about supreme white pizzas. You know, when must never mention the, you know, the 1,000 keywords of death. Else be put on the list, you know, the special list they always talk about. Going on the list.
Would it be?
Oh, he's on the list. Yeah, she's definitely. Oh, they're both on the list. Those two. Talk as cheap boys. They went on the list last Christmas. Santa's going to take good care of them. I hate my dyslexia, man, but you know, got to deal with it. Very good beers. Much appreciation. There will be a moment of silence while Arian makes less of himself.
Just in time for me to kick in some words. So I made myself a strawberries with a bit of yogurt and peanut butter. Just bringing that peanut butter dream. Keeping it in the mix. Whew. That was a nice little entry there. Yeah. So I'm at the pointy end of intrinsic enthusiasm and learning, trying to break through, have any kind of sense of motivation.
Ah, the return to motivation, Si.
Oh man, it's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Mm.
I can sometimes
I
like
guess
stir
that's
a
where the
whole-
whole, you know, requirement for the muse, having the muse or the, like we talked
excuse.
about earlier in the week, having the paying ourselves, you know what I mean? Like giving ourselves some money for the once a week therapy, online therapy.
Mm.
Mm.
Well, also the cost equation of these things,
Mm.
you know.
Mm. We did the
Right.
breakdown on the whole head worker versus body worker premise.
Hmm. If you want medication, you got to go to a psychiatrist. Those guys can be like $1,000.
Mm. Mm. You get the good meds.
Mm. Like,
You need one of them Hollywood
you got to be
types,
rich, man.
Hollywood type sort of money psychologist to get the Thorazine.
That's it. You're not able to
The
go to those
Thorazine
doctors.
window isn't just available for anybody, you know.
Mm.
Got to be in that special category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're on the streets in Philadelphia, you can't
Man,
afford that
you
doctor.
got crack that you get. If you're
Mm.
lucky, definitely getting fentanyl. At your price range, you're getting the big F.
Otherwise, you're spending like $1,000 to get a special doctor drug.
$1,000 worth of adrenochrome.
I don't know.
Blast that down.
I am.
Do a Pepsi
I
challenge
couldn't,
with it.
I prefer to solve it. I want to try and like actually unpack the chemical imbalance and like recode my system so that it outputs different chemicals.
Ah, special internal alchemy psi.
That's a nice way of looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, forever the scientist. You got to remember. I was thinking of including that in my identifiers. The whole E, M, Mr. Spaceship, Scientist as an identifier. What do you think?
Well,
it's portraying me as we're going along. I'm adding more definition to my identity, my ID or my id. You know?
And so
Scientific spaceship.
Wow.
You need them.
That's good.
Pretty sure that were included. Excluded from the Star Trek universe.
Who was?
Some of those science vessels, I mean, they're heavily armed, but they really knew how to scan.
Yeah, like people talk like I listened to The Verge and
I'm not Bernie.
about
It's
the
all right.
iPhone.
I'm back out of Bernie's dead mode.
The iPhone 15, they're all like, oh, I don't know what's going to have this or that color. And I
I need to have a
and
big
everyone's like, it's
grey
like there's
beard,
nothing.
don't I?
There's nothing you can do with they're sort of all, the smartphone's stale. Like it's just, where does it go from here? Like
It
even
is
with
stale,
cameras
isn't it?
and I don't understand like why
the smartphone's got to be
putting a
integrated.
gyro, putting a gyro in these things in a device and all of the other little sort of sensors that are in them has enabled all sorts of really cool shit to happen. And I think that that's the pathway. Like, what other frequencies or things can you sense? Having like different, like more frequencies, being able to see infrared on them and having like thermal imaging, having all sorts of like kind of interesting sensors, night vision, UV. And so you've got like a multispectral recorder, and like, oh, well, why would anyone want to have like a camera that could read UV light? And so, well, we don't know. Let's just do it and give it. It's an interesting, like even from a science perspective, being able to view that, like there'd be just all these learnings immediately. You know, just having like, then you've got this real-time viewfinder that's processing reality and like spitting it out to you. It's like a, so it's adding extra spectra that you can't see on the image.
Mm.
You strap that to your face and you've just got like, you know, Geordie from Star Trek vision.
Ah, all the colors.
Mm.
That would be awesome. Having it represented in a visual stream so that you can go,
Mm.
Okay, that's how it's interpreted in the visual range.
Mm. Mm.
Magnetic distortion is this.
Oh.
Microwave is that.
Mm.
AM,
And seeing them as
FM, all
volumes,
these different bands,
being able
color,
to tune into them.
yeah, vibratory frequency.
Oh, I see. So that's another, wow. Now, isn't that an interesting combo of features? Like if you had the vision or that kind of sensory experience of stuff,
Mm.
and at the same time you had like your hand or whatever could emit, like could vibrate at the thing. So your hand could like vibrate at 2.4 gigahertz. And so as you're like looking at the frequencies and like moving through the air in volumetric space and like your scanning system.
Actually interface with it.
Yeah, you can interface
And
with
like
it directly.
run some sort of a overlay to
Your hand like intersects the
decrypt the stream in mid
light.
transfer. It's like your hand into it to not to break it because it still continues, but more like the little eavesdrop via
That's it.
the
Just, it runs through your fingers like water. Digital water. You can feel it.
packet
Then you'll learn.
decryption
That's it, and you'll learn your
completed.
skills and being able to sort of just move your
Yeah.
fingers a little bit.
Throw it up on your little HUD,
Make modifications
your high
on the
resolution
fly,
HUD.
like retune it,
Projects going
direct
on,
it,
waiting to be executed
make
from your
copies.
mind deck.
Mm.
Who needs a fucking cyber deck when you are the deck? Execute from your IOB storage facility programs. Onboard AI friends.
Mm. I
Shake
was
hands.
thinking.
Shake hands. Friends about it.
My camera's in a different position. Hang on.
Let's forward his hand. To shake. Picking it up.
Mm.
Boom, 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 boom. It's like Barbenheimer all over again.
It's ridiculous, man. Oh my god. It's a bit weird.
This relationship is over. You're not sensitive enough, Ken.
Oh, have you watched it?
Just don't have enough feelings.
Did you watch Barbie?
No, not yet. I'm still resisting. I'm waiting for the fear and the panic to spread to a certain level, and then I'll watch it. Go. Oh, phew, I'm glad I'm not in a relationship anymore. That would have just totally destroyed it.
Wow.
Huge arguments. This is. The fucking movie.
It's like culturally transformative work.
Just goes to show you
It's
how
like
drones
it's just
work,
injected
that's how
itself
fucking
inside the psyche,
shows you how drones work.
activated
Rather than just
latent
going there and enjoying a
desires in
piece
the
of art,
populace.
or a production, or an interpretation of a certain thing.
Mm.
Could have a
Everyone's
nervous
got a trip
meltdown
out.
over it. It's
Well,
like everyone's hypersensitiveness has just created this world of, my butt hurts. Stop fucking it.
I was thinking about that today,
Like,
about butt fucking.
whatever.
It's actually, and people might do a thing like, yeah, so go and fuck me in the ass.
Yeah, no. If you're getting raped, it's best to push back hard, so then it's over quicker.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, no, it is. Like,
fulfill the rapist's needs, and then pretty much he's spent.
Wow. So, but it's always positioned as a bad thing.
But
Like,
you
as
will
if,
be
like,
chosen as the favorite afterwards.
But
Just
people,
remember that.
people
it comes to
enjoy it.
the
Like, people aren't being harmed.
unwanted entry to premises, and if you come back after getting raped, then you're definitely getting raped again, aren't you?
What?
Yeah, especially coming back and demanding product without This is sort of a carryover from our previous.
If you've been raped,
previous Cheep.
You're
You know what I mean? Like
raped again.
Melbourne. Well, I don't know, Si. I mean, the guy didn't live. Like, he sort of became the.
Oh, hang on now.
Virtual.
Sorry.
He sort of became the virtual the virtual sex doll for the dude under the blankets. You know what I mean? Like, it was. I don't know. I mean,
look,
will that man ever tell his story? Will there be a book? That's what I want to know. Will the people buy the book?
You're still affected. You are. I can't believe how affected you have. I feel. That's really. Wow.
I'm just interested in his love life after the other guy perished. Was there a continuation? That's what I'm more interested in knowing about, because
there totally was. What are you talking about?
We've seen in
That's why you put him under the
1990,
blankets.
under the umbrella of the savoir-faire and the Eiffel Tower, and witnessed a man convert himself with tools, passing out several times, or splitting his manhood. So is that the best way of describing it?
Split clock man.
Yeah.
It's yes. I mean,
it was a sobering event for me. It was like it went to that position where in the 90s it just went. Such an individual exists.
Yeah, look, it was
with such conviction. I mean, not at the time. I was horrified.
No, it's
and in our similar discussions, over the years about it, like we came to a conclusion that this man had conviction of the highest order.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I could ever go through that kind of conviction for what I want. It doesn't involve having to, you know, do those things to make an octopus sort of entry, octopus mouth sort of entry with the remainder of the non-functioning quartered manlyhood.
Sort
Is
of
that a
like the
good way?
little
Is that a PC enough way of describing it?
like the little Japanese way that they do
The
the
wrappings,
sausages, the
the
little
wrappings
sausages,
of the
and the legs curl up and make it
yeah.
look like a little octopus, and you put that in the vento box.
Mm-mm. Opening just wide
But
enough
it's
to have another
but it's more like a seal.
manlyhood inserted into it. The ultimate urethra sex, Si.
Oh,
Is
yes.
that what
Well,
it
that's no,
is?
totally.
It's like takes it to the full level of the
Yeah,
poking a pencil or, you know, a steel
the
object down
goal.
the eye of the
Oh, this is interesting.
manlyhood.
The goal was to be able to have someone be inside them,
Mm,
if I recall.
that's it. That one step forward, you know, the widening of the entrance to the fullest capacity to be the receiver of the
And using, it's
rod
like
of glory.
I couldn't even think that through.
Mm.
I think I'd
No, it sort of hit me straight away because obviously being a bit older, I sort of when I read it, I was just like, "Is this what I think it is?" And then I'm just like, that's what sort of mortified me the most. That it was like the early premise of the conversions. Like wanted to be a woman, but obviously facilities in the 90s were unavailable for that type of conversion. So the only way to do it was be brave and get to cutting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, people
No plastic surgery to fix that sort of thing up.
no,
Make
that's
it look
but that
pretty
it
and,
was
you know, hopefully like a natural, as they say.
well, that was another level though. That was not there's no way you could I don't know. Well, I think what's really beautiful in the world is that somebody was able to do that to themselves.
Pioneers.
Well, no, well, yes, yes, but that somebody wanted them afterwards. Yeah, because if you were
Had
doing that
someone
for,
that was prepared to accept that kind of love.
mm,
Because it comes in strange forms and shapes and or whatever's
would have
these
to
days,
having to
you know,
give that,
isn't it?
so then yeah. I hope it I think it did, Oracle. Yeah, it did heal. Wasn't just bleeding always.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said,
Other
it sort of
stories of that too,
curled
which
up into the little octopi kind of.
the octopi.
He wrapped it. That was
Yes.
part of the whole
Made
thing. I remember vividly
with
the
the
wrapping and the
and metal.
and the yeah thing.
So it was quite a
Just
complex
yeah.
arrangement.
Hmm.
Wasn't yeah, it wasn't easy.
Wasn't he like he
Look,
studied
I
surgery or
I have
something? He actually studied surgical techniques to be able to do it. Like he
Didn't he
put
work in a
his heart
council?
and
Like he was an
soul into
architect or
actually
something?
cutting it up, didn't he?
He was like a town planner.
Yeah. And then he went and did a full study on how to slice it up, like what would be required and what veins not to hit so that he didn't bleed
That
out and
era
shit.
too. That's so hard. That would have been.
And
It's
then,
not
you
like
know,
now.
how to
It's just
wrap
like
each individual bit
you
and
could go onto YouTube and just watch people doing it to themselves.
which
Just little
channel's that?
step by steps.
Which channel's that?
I
That's not the butt shaving one, is it? He didn't just do the self octopi mutilation
No,
technique.
but like there wouldn't have been a place to go
Never eat
and look for
calamari
that
again.
when, as you're saying, he had to
Where's my foreskin?
visualize this shit.
Yeah.
You can't just go on there and go, what surgical tools did I use in 19? You could just do it. It's like you say, that dedication just shines through.
It is. It's true conviction to a cause. That's all I can say. So
I want this.
Desire outweighs the pain and the suffering. The end product far outweighs the pain and the suffering that will be the in between bit.
So it's kind of almost like a symbol of achievement in life. You know, gains. Have you had any gains lately? I've fucking been, gains, mate, gains.
Dude, how much pain have you tolerated to get what you need? You know?
You get the gains.
Got the gains.
So, man, that
gotta feel that burn, boy.
And do you think? And the thing about that was, what part was it? The self decision. Doing it to oneself. Because there's the stories of people who.
Well, it's like someone, a tattooist who's prepared to tattoo themselves. Like, I think if you're a tattooist and you have no tattoos whatsoever, can't be trusted. Okay? And if any trust is to be really gained, you need to be able to point at tattoos on yourself and say, I did that. I inflicted that pain onto myself. So I know truthfully, you know, how it feels and what it feels like to, you know, run that brush across your skin to massage that ink in. I passed that ritual, and I've also done it. Not only has someone given it to me, but I've done it to myself. So I earn the reward of knowing how to do it properly.
Actually able to do it. Have.
Yeah. Had the pain inflicted, and I've also inflicted it on myself. Final part of the rite. Like getting double pierced in one day, Si.
Double pierced. Yeah, I never did the piercing.
Stupid enough to get it done twice in one day. I was drunk. That's always the best way.
So you're saying, in a sense,
a fun story starts, isn't it? Hold my fucking drink. Let's do this.
Well, I don't. I'm trying to think. No, I have. I was trying to think. Have I really done something where like hold my drink, do this? Yeah, I've stolen
the hold my drink
street
moment.
sign. Yeah, I've done. I've climbed up
Come on.
stolen a fucking street sign, or
jumped off a bridge, or
No, I don't know about any. I haven't jumped off any. That's not really my gig.
That'd be a gig, testing your water entry abilities from a high altitude.
I don't have much water abilities as it is.
Okay.
So,
yeah, fair enough.
Diving into deep water and things is not my speciality.
Not the gig.
No, I'd
Not
have
the
to put a lot
side
of
gig.
work in that. No, I'd have to
Yeah.
put a lot of work into that. I actually was down at Watson's Bay in Sydney, and there's like a shark. It's a protected area, and I don't mind swimming around in it. It's and there's like a jetty and everything, Anyway, there's a bit like it's like maybe 2 meters. Like if you're standing on the lower platform, yeah, it's maybe like another meter higher. So it's like maybe not even 3 meters, had to be 2.5 to 3 meters
Cool.
off out of the water, and kids are jumping off and stuff. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't
Yeah.
jump 2.5 meters. No, and that was from like
Too much.
yeah, but that was from experiences from when I was a kid. In those kind of situations in deep water and shit, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it didn't gel with me. Hey.
Didn't feel comfortable with it.
Well, where I lived, where I grew up, there was like a pier, and it's like a mile-long pier. This thing went way out,
Yeah.
and it was, and you know, sugar cane and everything, and whatever used to come through it, and then oil,
Yeah.
and right at the end there was like fucking massive warehouses on the end of this pier, and big ships would pull up. It was Titanic in scale, this structure, and you're a mile offshore to get deep enough.
Yeah.
And we used to cruise underneath it. You go through it was all dilapidated, and we'd cruise out.
Bit of
And
pylons.
yeah, and man, when you see that shit at low tide, and these long kauri pine like pylons, these massive things, just going down into the depths. Yeah, the whole concept of diving in deep water, when you can have the experience of seeing what's in it exposed.
Yeah.
From a low tide, high tide perspective. And you're then at high tide, and you could just drop in and just swim around, But you know what's beneath you, eh? And I don't want yeah.
Those things
I
aren't friendly.
Fuck, it's not friendly, eh, man? Like
It's not friendly.
No.
You got to be on your wits when you do diving. So yeah.
Yeah, I would probably feel safer if I was in equipment in deep water. I'm not. I know that people's like, well, you just swim on the surface. That doesn't, it doesn't really matter how deep it is. But I'm very volumetric. Do you know? I realized the other day, like, I was watching this video on Instagram somebody had shared, and it was just somebody painting a portrait in like oil or whatever, maybe acrylics, nothing fancy. And I've seen heaps of pictures of people, videos of people painting shit.
Oh,
whoop! Oh, that's weird. Oh, I turned around backwards. Because I'm standing up, and so I turned around. What did it do when I was facing backwards? Did it trip out?
Did like a full you just sort of jumped out of frame on the middle of the screen because we're sort of separated. We can sort of bump. Like if I got my hand out, you sort of go in behind it. Yeah. So
Yeah, I've got what I've done is I've put the camera on top of the phone stand, and now I've got it so it's much more mobilized, and so I've just sort of got it standing up on the desk and turned, so I'm able to stand back like a couple of meters.
Yeah. And get a bit more animated.
Yeah, it heaps better with the hand movement.
Yeah.
With a couple of meters of range. Hey.
I was sort of sitting back bit further from mine, so. Yeah, hasn't been like a
So
mega
if
exciting, lots of shit going on in the world kind of stuff at the moment anyway. It's just
oh man, no, I've
been
like
more just getting into work and doing the usual drag.
I think it's good like that some weeks like that. I mean, I've been emotionally like really
Mm.
turbulent this week. I've really struggled. And as I'm kind of prepared, like just I don't know, like as I'm about to go to a psych, thankfully, and like all the stuff that's been coming to a head for me
Mm.
can like I'm now really thinking about it because like, there's a reason to. And
Oh, you
but
going ninja mode.
ninja.
Ninja. I drag you back in, but it upset where you're positioned. Checking the extremity of the
Look, it's
camera.
really interesting. I guess like yeah, I've been really focused on working on trying to work on my own like re-stabilize, man. Like I'm my like it's a struggle to even make money, not because like it's hard to make money because like my mental health is not strong enough to be able to sustain doing tasks for, you know like I
Haven't been able
think
to
why I can
focus.
well what I can do the reason why I can do like deliveries is because each job is like whatever like 5-10 minutes.
Mm.
Like if it was a task I had to do that was like 3 hours, I couldn't do it. Like it's
You'd be
obviously
defeated.
yeah, I'd give up. I just I couldn't even do it. Like that's I'd have to lie down and like read a comic to just sort of and then try and
Get your
pretend I wasn't.
attention back, and you need a break to concentrate on something else and then come back to the task.
Yeah, and I might not have the courage to come back to the task. I might just give up on it completely.
Say no.
Like I struggle with this on a day-to-day basis. It's fucking crazy. And I've been thinking about it over the last few days. Like as well,
Mm.
I've been thinking about it for a couple of years.
Is it
But as I
having too many choices, or is it just
no, I think it's that my relationship with doing things is twisted.
like it requires the reward
Mm.
payment thing? Silence again while I'm
Well, I think that the thing
thinking
is that
less.
like potentially I well from a young age, like I have had me doing things like I don't know, like so things I was interested in are actually part of a system of like um what do you call it? Dissociation and like avoidance, you know, being good at computers and all the things I do or whatever, it's like all has been avoidance. And then it moved from avoidance into being useful. Like where like my self-confidence was so non-existent. I've kind of relied on like technical superiority or so yeah, being useful, being able to make things, do things, you know, um, regardless that I was Yeah, like other people, different ways that people like achieve likability. And in of itself, being
I get
useful is
that.
not a
I get that.
and being useful in and of itself isn't the problem. Like, oh well, why wouldn't you want to be useful? It's that's not the thing. It's that
Being useful is one
that's
thing, but being completely self-reliant
no,
is a
no,
curse
no, no, no,
inside itself.
no. Just being useful is, but when you're useful specifically so that people will interact with you, like you're not doing it because that's like a thing to do. You're doing it because that's the only way you know how to interact with humans, like
Yeah.
through a prop.
Mm.
And so you don't actually have real engagements with people. You have kind of work-related engagements.
Work-related prop incidents.
Incidents. That's what you live. That's how you.
One incident to the next.
Yeah, yeah, fucking with people, but like it's related. It's fucked up, man. And so
Just stop thinking of them as some sort of transaction side.
I know,
More
right?
of
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
But
it is transactional in itself, like transfer of knowledge, transfer of idea. It's a transaction in itself anyway, isn't it? Think
yeah,
about
look,
it.
I know, like some, I think on some level, like, yeah, of course, I'm not special, and that
Sorry, I'm
people
prepping
experience
some
this kind of thing. Just,
munchies myself, but I'm hungry.
yeah,
I ate before, but
I'm going to
top up. It will occur simultaneously while podcasting. People sleep. People watch people sleep, Si. We could be doing literally anything on this podcast. People watch people sleep.
Is that the one?
Stay online for 9 hours and watch me sleep. Sai sleeps. Brought to you by Sai TV.
I think that my sleeping is really just like messed up. Like I look at I can make the bed, yeah, and then I wake up in the morning, and the entire blankets can be askew.
Like it's completely twisted.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I must thrash around. I don't know, but when I've slept with people next to me, they haven't necessarily complained about that. But they have said, a few people have said, okay, we'll do kind of like shudders and things like, and I sweat. I can like break out and like I don't sweat during the day. Like I'm not like a sweaty person at all. Not in a bad way. Like I can sweat.
Fully active in the dream world.
Yeah, like at night
dream world battles.
I can soak a bed. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm keen to. Yeah, look, I'm keen to basically really crack into looking at why, like how all the things that I do, I just need to flip the way that I engage them or something so that they're, not,
be more,
change this, figure out what the narrative is and then change it.
Yeah.
Around learning and doing things and achieve, if I can, I don't know, yeah. And I was thinking also today, I was talking to a friend, and it got me thinking about like narcolepsy, right?
With them, sleeping.
And one of the things about narcolepsy is a experience. People are like, I've watched videos. Someone's trying to complete a task and they just keep nodding off.
Yeah. Yep. Continuously tired.
And I don't have it like because of my eating, I don't nod off.
Hmm.
But it's not like I think I still am. Like I think this is why I can't do tasks that are longer than 10, 20 minutes. Like I've started to wonder
Hmm.
if a lot of what my experience is and my struggle that I've had for the last couple of years with this intrinsic enthusiasm is related to narcolepsy.
On a
And that
like a
and that I've
deeper
been like
level.
managing yeah, and
Hmm.
that even though I'm not falling asleep, like I'm not like just right now falling asleep, like clonk as we talk.
But you're
That's
feeling
because
tired and
well, what not well, just but no, like it's actually easier to talk to you like talk to someone for 5 hours
yeah,
than if I
especially if
sat
we've
down and tried to like say study for at all.
because we've got like I don't know whether you believe it or not, but when we get on our tangent chats, a lot of time that free flow of the idea and from one to the next, and it's more stimulating than a single task being
Oh, way
allocated.
more.
So therefore, can keep their attention because part of it is putting what you feel into, and then me putting my bit. But
Emergent.
yeah, then that little twist and merge two ideas.
Emergent conversations.
Hmm. And
Spiraling.
I don't know, collecting on crap and
Mm.
half bloody,
Well,
half bloody free shrink and other half just having fun with the crazy run into
oh
today.
well. What I've been running into is shrines.
I'm running into people fucking going off about the price of fuel at the moment.
Oh, it was
Like a
like
mine.
it jumped 30 cents in a day.
Hmm. I know. Hey,
Oh,
bet
um, try
it.
and run my tank to the hope that it goes
Yeah.
down any amount. No, I found like I've got to go tomorrow morning and go and chuck
Top
some in
up.
it. I found one at $1.99. Everywhere else has gone $2.29.
Yeah.
I was like, I was just gonna go. It was $1.99 elsewhere, and I was gonna go and do that today. And it's sort of they've changed it. Like you've got to, yeah, you got to really strike while the petrol is hot. And if you're in constant motion and petrol's your thing,
Yeah.
like
You keep
petrol
an
is a
eye
sort,
out for stations.
you do, you do. It can be quite interesting, actually. There's a sort of a relation, like I would say that that what's the main factor in the pricing of petrol between, and people be like, oh, the richer area, they'll charge more. Maybe, maybe though that um
Go to the
in
less socio-economical
well, no, there's just low.
sectors of Sydney.
There's discount brands instead of there being like where I am. There's just BP, and then there's an Ampol like a Woolworths one. Otherwise, there's BPs.
Close to the
Yeah, like it's not like some kind of super fuel, whatever brand. Some dude owns four of them. You know.
Caltex, Coles,
Yeah, and so they have
Woolworths,
and then you'll have a BP.
Woolworths, Caltex, and Moo and
Hmm.
United and
Yeah, exactly.
sorry,
Moo and United. I haven't seen it,
got them up here in Queen.
but they so and then when the BP exists within that framework, it has to also be $1.85 because otherwise no one's going to shop there.
True.
But in these places like where there's less competition from independents,
Yeah.
the majors just fucking charge whatever they want. That's what's going on.
Well,
It's
like
not
the
a
other one.
yeah. It's got nothing to do with like
Constantly
price gouge.
competing for the
Yeah,
Bowser.
yeah. If you wanted the prices in like an area like this, you have to buy one of those because you'd be pretty pressed to be able to.
What I found is when they trade the servos back and forth till it gets to a point where tanks are so filthy and scrubbed. I'll just dig them up and out of the ground and then get a tanks and sell it as brand new
Yes.
again.
Yeah, it's
A lot of those get retrofitted when the big tanks
mm.
they're pumping
Yeah,
belly.
you
They're
don't.
getting too many
Is it? I
customers
don't
saying,
know.
"Oh, fucking
Is it
engine
like a spatial license?
shit,
Like a
residue."
like a bar is like a licensed premises. Like you can't just surely with petrol stations because of their tank nature and what they are, you can't just have them being allowed to open
Well,
up
they're under the
everywhere.
license.
They'd have to be sort of
Definitely under the
registered
license.
land with
There'd be no
registered
doubt
land.
about that.
Yeah, you can't just. I want to open a petrol station. Could you? There'd have to be a. Do you think
There'd be
there's
regulations you have to
Yeah.
follow. Yeah, especially in the meterage deployment of the fuel. The pricing, that's a bit more flexible, but it need to be deployed as like a parent company, I'd imagine.
What's these new charges for the electrics? These sort of two no, not 40 amp. Are they 250 amp? Is it like it's a mega supercharger thingy? What's they can charge like I was just thinking just then, like I've been building this idea for a franchise, yeah.
Hmm.
And I reckon if like part of it, so I think that one of the things with like businesses now
Yeah.
is square meterage and location. Like locations are critical, but major locations are sort of taken. They're just taken.
Yeah.
You're not going to be ever where a fucking KFC is because the KFC is there
Yeah.
already, or the
It's present.
Macca's or whatever.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of fit in.
Hmm.
And then you want to be, though, I think, but floor space matters a lot. So you need something which is like low space. And I'm thinking like it's almost like a toll booth kind of thing. Like imagine like a sort of a toll booth where there's a person, but it's it's a fast food place that's just that thin, and it's just like an arch basically. You like literally go through the arch,
Hmm.
and you pull up, and it's just like you order the thing, and then you go to the next bay, and then when you're waiting the sort of the 2 minutes or the 3 minutes or whatever it is,
Hmm.
you're just plugged into a 250 watt or no,
Getting
250
the
amp
power cycle recharge.
like this super high voltage thing.
Hmm.
And just getting like an extra special 20 Ks or 50 Ks, like you go in there and
I don't understand why they don't just have induction plates that pop up underneath. Like when you
well,
pull over it, it just goes stunk, and then these things just sort of come up and
Tesla actually
tap the
showed
two
off.
little. They can detect the two little plates are there, and they just come up and make the Attachment stunk.
just beast into it. Well, also Tesla, showed off years ago, just a battery swap service, and it was really easy. And then they never did anything else with it. That was the last we saw of it. And the Chinese now
Interesting to
doing
know
that.
how that went.
Well, the Chinese have now implemented it, like in
Oh,
some of
okay.
those car
Subbed
companies.
it out.
Well, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's
Why
sort of
bother when you can get else to do it? We've always talked about that principle.
yeah. I think though, if you're a car company, like maybe the infrastructure of storing batteries and charging them was just seemed a bit. You couldn't quite work it out at the time or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, having just swap outs is definitely if you want to have the thing, but also just having like reasons to be places for 3 to 13, 3 to 20 minutes.
Yeah. What
That's
you reckon
basically
to do
it.
the full battery interchange?
No, to like just have like a high wattage, high amperage charger, that just blasts energy into it for 5 minutes. And also like where parking meters are, anywhere there's a parking meter,
Should
just
have the
build in
Bowser on there.
yeah, and that's what you're paying for. That's just sort of this, you're paying to charge your car up while it's parked. Then you'd be happy to pay a little bit more. Then you go, oh yeah, I'll give you $2 instead of squirming for $1.
Yep. Up and go.
And it's interesting also then the way like the electrification of the environment.
Facility for it too. Yeah.
Like basically like big PowerPoints everywhere.
A lot more big PowerPoints just available to hook in.
And then once again, you want to move away from that and just have induction plates under the ground, don't you?
Like I was saying,
so you just drive up,
pop. Either it
charges.
has a distance engagement or it just raises a little.
I love your hand movement.
Tether or umbilical to your car. Boom. Or even your car just drops it onto the plate. Plonk. Drops it some.
Drops it.
Proboscis. Charge proboscis.
Lowers it down. Releases itself.
Pull up.
Just it gets sort of sucked into position.
Give me goods.
And the flow begins.
Boom, 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 boom.
This sort of becomes
a high-end version.
Yeah. That's
and Tesla just groans with excitement.
Yeah.
Why haven't you got customized thing when you plug the plug in?
Sounds. Well, you could. You could probably have a mod. You could probably. Oh well, I'm not sure if you're allowed to mod. They do have like a range of sounds.
I mentioned it. Watch coming to a Tesla.
Yeah.
Customized port connection sounds.
Yeah, I think that the
Elon will be the first one to put on there.
Well,
it's combined,
it probably would.
Combined
probably
sound
would.
of all 6
of
his baby mamas simultaneous.
He doesn't talk about that very often, does he? Or at all? They're just sort of. He just doesn't give a shit. He's just fucked all his women.
Why would you? Why would you mean? Got that many? But if you despair, you don't mind if you lose one or two.
True. No,
Mm.
you've
Fuck.
spread your base really, haven't you?
Spread the base well.
Has that
Yeah.
also been the inspiration
There
for him
wouldn't
to
be a
make all this
single
money?
guy out there to
Is it-
go, oh no, that fucking sucks. Like,
Well, I
lucky
think just
bastard.
using that
What a lucky cunt.
as a
Got the
motivation
money to
to
afford that. What a lucky cunt.
I wonder which came first. Maybe like he started already like breeding and then realized he needed money and then just got out of this
Well, no,
spiraled out of control.
His dad
you
had
know.
pockets full of emeralds. Just pulling it out of his pocket. Size of a shrunken head.
An emerald shrunken head.
Guaranteed prospected by the Musk man. Musk
Dug up
South
little,
African
little
mines.
groping in the ground gropers.
Southern end of King Solomon's mines. Emerald.
Special takings.
Oh,
Hey, we're just going to come in here and take. That's okay with you, isn't it?
it's the whole thing about my property stuff. Title over it.
Title.
I can do the sniffing. Benefit of the scratching in the dirts.
This
Bit scratchings.
this corner to that corner.
Scratch.
I wonder if the original sort of
Especially
like
when it comes up with treats. Shiny rocks.
well, I was wondering actually if in a more original context that the sort of the assignment of plots, yeah, like in sort of like, this is my land, was a
Well,
way
back then it
of
was, there's some
was distributing
there's some
care.
sticks, and you walk past my sticks, so well, here's the barrel of my gun. Walk back
Yeah,
past the sticks again.
but even pre-gun,
Mm.
like way back, that the origins of that sort of came more from I wonder if it came from like responsibility,
Probably.
more than ownership. Like it's not like, nah, get off my land. It's like, I've got to tend to the crops here. This is my job.
I'm looking after this so that
We've all got the thing.
I can then trade with the village, have the thing.
Get the fruit smoothies. There's quite a bit of movement outside on that on But Earth. Is it being like immediate bombardment? Is it a meteorite bombardment?
You're under immediate bombardment.
Yeah, on outside the window of the ship we're on.
Lights in the sky. It's your time for some alien ghost sex, Si.
Nah.
It's
How
time
many?
for your
How many ghosts can you have sex with at
encounter of
once?
the fourth kind. Get ectoplasmed.
Really?
Yeah, no, that's it was a story during the week of a woman, like I said.
How many?
20.
20
ghosts. Not space ghosts. Didn't have a
20 ghosts.
alien boyfriend from another planet or nothing, but yeah, 20 ghosts. I mean, at least you won't catch any STDs. I guess that's the one bonus of having sex with ghosts.
Wow.
Unless there's something
I
nasty
see.
in their ectoplasm. You know, would cause side effects.
They're yeah, wow. Interesting.
I mean, I never had any during my space ghost alien
Ectoplasm.
ectoplasmic sex. I never got any side effects from it. Not that I'm aware of.
I'm trying to think of the most sort of
I mean, everyone has phase shifting, right?
I've got very sensual with the earth. I haven't like orgasmed in the earth, but I've like totally
Like planted seed and tried to make a mandrake.
well, that's what I'm saying. I haven't.
You haven't done a Rick special and
I haven't fucked the
you know,
planet.
made
No,
love to a planet.
successfully. I tried maybe,
Hmm.
but more just feeling
Would it
into
be
it and
like into a knot of a tree, or would it be more create a nice little receptacle in the dirt itself?
I think that no, in the dirt itself. Yeah, it's sort of
It would be
getting
better
amongst it with some
at
rock.
the beach, down the sand, where you know
Yeah, maybe
there
it's
would be some.
scratchy. It's not a very
Well,
intimate
you
thing,
wouldn't do it
sand.
directly up in the sandy bit. You'd do it more down towards the sort of the moistened shoreline, wouldn't you?
Oh well,
You know,
yeah.
find a nice little crab hole, the right diameter. Poke it with a stick first to get the occupant angry. Maximize the intrusion, the
And
pleasure
then
of intrusion.
and then
Angry occupant
mm,
responding.
mm, mm.
Perhaps even catching dinner.
Oh, catchy.
Putting the line in and
That's it.
getting that afternoon
Cod,
treat, you know.
cod.
Nice little cod hole.
Get a cod,
Pull up a cod piece.
cod piece. Just get a
Mm.
cod piece. Get a bit of getting a bit,
Mm.
getting a bit in,
That's
and
Getting,
and
getting dinner.
getting dinner. Snap. Yep.
That's it.
Oh, hang on. What's happening in the football? What?
Uh-oh.
No way.
Not good news.
It
Are we
isn't good
spoiling for
news.
any other people? No, we've got no other live viewers.
No.
We're
The
not
Roosters
spoiling.
won by 1 point.
Bam! In your face. Take my rooster in your face. Sharky poo.
Well, look, the problem for the Sharks is that they're a good team, but they don't get enough practice against hard teams.
Yeah.
And so coming into the end, they sort of often have played like easier teams, and then as a result, it seems like they're doing better than they are. But you put them up against a hard team. I mean, this is an amazing result. 1 point difference.
Had the whole scratching your head going down.
No, did I?
Hmm. Actually scratching it, almost like you were scratching it. Yeah. That action looks a bit worrisome.
It does.
It's a good thing you're wearing an avatar.
Ah.
Because it could just be misconstrued as you've walked off screen.
Oh, okay. No, no.
Oh
I'm
no, look, yeah,
I I think that
open for
I'm
interpretation. But
I
that's
think that
most
I'm
things that we talk
enjoying
about.
the yeah, this positioning of the camera that I've got. It's offered a lot more flexibility.
Staring. Swap her out. Any particular preference for a friend?
Hmm?
Desktop friend.
Oh, um, I
Sure.
I'm not sure what name. Oh, uh, whoa. Um, Abacus.
Ah, no. Open. You go quiet.
Hmm.
What's that? 3 hours for 2.5. Five a Rooney. What are the news headlines?
Hey, have you heard the latest news? There are always so many headlines. It's hard to keep up. What's grabbing your attention today?
Blind mice.
OH, That's a classic nursery rhyme, isn't it? 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice, see how they run. It brings back so many childhood memories. How did you come across this one?
Just said that she brings back childhood memories for her. How did you come across this one? AI is probably just some person's brain in a black box somewhere. Ultimate conspiracy theory. Self-realization, sorry. Ah, the brain in the box.
Hmm.
Noodle monster controlled. Popsicle. Pops.
Meat. Meat.
What's in there? Nope.
Oh.
Let's meet popsicles.
Yeah.
Nothing to see. Oh, not to meet popsicles.
Hmm. Hmm.
Partying. The 9th of the 9th sign.
It's your birthday coming up, man. Or it's just been? No.
65
17.
Rebel. To box. Simulation is strong.
Hmm.
Yes. Why the continuous remote?
Hmm.
Discuss that. Don't forget. Oh no. No. Okay. Because it keeps. See that. Take it. It's two. Fighting word. Take memes seriously and start fighting with strangers, Si. It is truly a meme in itself. I was surprised they didn't Fight Club Pledge of Allegiance. It's your first time in the simulation. Have to. Player. I like having the little tiny friend. Stretch on Si.
It's actually it was quite cold, and so I put the heater on, and then I was still a bit cold, and so I just sat in the bed and put the blanket on me, and it just knocked me out completely. I've fallen asleep. Ridiculous. That's why I've been silent.
It's all right. No. We're actually achieving two things in one. Getting like a AMS special chat through the microphone simultaneously. Watching Si get all sleepy. His little avatar getting all sleepy. Get the music. Time. Try to get to yeah. Chop. Oh, your hands. Imagine. Continue to stream. Tell us again.
OH, movies are great. They can be such a fun escape from reality and a way to unwind. Fact about you. Are you a movie buff?
Oh yes, I like it too.
That's awesome. Movies have a way of capturing our emotions and taking us on incredible journeys. What genre of movies do you enjoy the most? Action, comedy, romance, or something else?
I like sci-fi music.
Sure, I can recommend some movies for you. What kind of movie are you in the mood for?
Sci-fi movie.
Hmm.
Sci-fi movies are my absolute favorite. They take us to different worlds and explore the wonders of technology and space. Here are a few recommendations for you.
Blade Runner.
1.ブレードランナー2049 It's a visually stunning and thought-provoking film with an amazing
Matrix.
storyline. 2. Inception This mind-bending
Star.
movie will keep you on the edge of your seat with its intricate plot and stunning visuals. 3. The Matrix A groundbreaking film that explores the concept of reality and virtual worlds. It's a must-watch for sci-fi enthusiasts. 4. Interstellar This epic space adventure will take you on a thrilling journey through space and time. I hope you enjoy these movies. Let me know if you need more suggestions.
Suggestion? Characters. You had enough sci to crash.
Oh wow. Yeah, look, I don't know. It's been interesting, hey. Like I found like
I'd rather you not struggle to stay awake. It's for
I've
the
been
sake of
I've been
the
asleep.
podcast, so
Well, it's an interesting thing to be just asleep.
sleep mode, the half asleep,
The
half
half,
awake,
half cast.
finding
Ah,
of the hearing of the noises, but the closing of the eyes isn't one reality, still hearing it.
hmm.
Perhaps seeing two others. Imagine that. Travel together. Essentially a augmented reality, but like a two different fantasy realities mixed together over top of a IRL reality.
Hmm.
Sci-fi
Oh,
cavemen,
sci-fi.
rocks and stuff and vines, like technology. It's like fully like links into itself, and it's essentially components just lying around everywhere. Just, attach these plant life together, and then it sort of fires up the actual technology. Mushroom ring is like your teleporter. View of the mycelium network transfer you from mushroom ring to another anywhere on the planet. Mario moment. going down a pipe, popping out somewhere else. This message brought to you by the
Qualm.
Sago.
Mm.
Say.
And what did you put flavoring in it?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Funny if they were just like the plastic beads and absorber things. First introduction to it came out as food. Figured it was better as an absorb system.
Mm.
May or may not be true. Simply a hypothetical. Strong feelings towards not being true. Don't eat gel pack. Moisture reducing crystals, please. This warning brought to you by Tory. The character is so tired right now. It's reflecting your sleepiness sigh. Like if it was any tireder, like I got the special slow batting eyes going on at the moment.
Mhm.
But your character just then was like almost asleep at the keyboard.
Mm.
It's a reminiscent moment of cyberpunking. Failure station. Based on wanting 2000, dreaming of 2500. Toaster. Of own. Toast. Alright, Sobe. I think you need sleepages.
I think I do.
Yeah.
I'm just falling asleep all over the
No,
place.
no, no. It is so amusing because your character is like fully just going into doze mode. Like, look at mine at the moment.
Sleeping online.
This is the old man's edition.
Is this,
of
do,
the
do I
Real talk is cheap.
do I
Oh, wait. Crazy.
and do you like have it like make up words in between or
Sliver specials.
just get it wrong? So
Where was I?
breathing rapidly. Breathing
The
rapidly.
wheezing. It's got to be the.
The oh. I'm gonna go down to the wind festival.
Did you like that? The person has the mic way too close, and it's like the sound of their whistling nostrils. They're whizzing past their nostrils. Wheezing.
You just pop a thing over it. Protect.
Would there
Always
be
make sure.
dudes out there buying headphones that tie up with the SMO, like the lick the
Mm-hmm.
icky thing, but like they have a marketplace for selling like a headphone, so that when she was making the licking noise, the little tongue would inside the head while you're there. Sound of the licky licks from the headphones. I wonder if there would be a marketplace for that. Those who enjoy that thing.
Mm. You need to sort of like
Do some research
make
on
sure
it.
it's been like it's washed.
You'd have to. It'd be like
yeah.
and you'd have the option.
Cleansing
You'd have the
rituals.
option for the being able to remove it, so you could still use it as a functional pair of headphones. Obviously,
Mm.
but that would just be the hand banana equivalent of the genital sock puppet. Did you like that eBay suggestion? Banana washer.
I still am not entirely
Convinced.
the full croissant on
Hmm.
on
Whether or
what's
not
being
would
sold.
actually, whether it would actually be buffed enough, would be enough buffing potential. Well, you wouldn't have to clean it out, because it's sort of, it's donutted, so sort of just point in that direction and then hit the washer hit the max wash on the setting. Apply the banana massaging juice or washing juice.
Banana
Yeah.
mango washing juice.
Work the banana up and down as frequently as necessary to give it a good shine.
Wow.
I think on that note,
Well,
that could be the end of it.
yeah, sorry, man.
2 hours and 47 minutes of
Me sleeping.
maximum cheapiness. Like if cheap is cheap enough, then sleep is the ultimate cheap. So
True. Well,
you got to appreciate
they fluffle up. They
you
fluffle
got
and
to
ruffle.
appreciate size, true cheapness, and the silence of wisdom, which is sleep. Someone very tired
Hmm.
and has, a known issue, just like my autism. Sai has his known issue, which is a sleep condition.
Hmm.
Selective
Yeah.
you know, and
Selective
for
attention.
me, selective Tourette's, you know, proximity to Tourette's to idiocy.
Just escalates.
Yeah, creates heightened Tourette's.
It's like it's almost
Yeah,
like start to mutate.
just mutate straight into full Tourette's mode. Not full. Never ever go
Full
full
Tourette.
tard. We never go full tard, but 99.99% tard is acceptable, but never full tard. Because yeah, the world is not ready for that, and should never be ready, in my opinion, for full tard. Like that is an exclusive club to only certain select members of humans, and they are welcome to that badge of tardiness.
The tard. What's the opposite?
I guess
It was
intellect.
tard. It was tardy. Tardy.
We got this guy not sure. He's the smartest man in the whole world. He said he's gonna fix everything in
Yeah.
14 days.
That's quick.
Yeah. And he has a guarantee that if he doesn't, Camacho is gonna kick them smart balls all the way up into his smart mouth.
He doesn't want that.
No, Camacho's.
It'll just
He's
be.
the beefiest of all
No,
beefcakes, so
it was.
you know,
It wasn't
there's only
training
one
for
reason
that.
he's president.
There's-
No one can out beefcake him.
What about pork cake?
Angry Orange.
Angry,
Angry, annoying Orange.
angry, angry, annoying orange. Yeah, of rice cakes.
Yeah. Rice cakes and
Equals.
bean curd. With Japanese wasabi. Special recipe handed down. Putting my old man voice on now. I've been practicing my old man noises when getting out of vehicles, like the like getting ready for true old age when I can, just get that the grunts and the whole
constant struggle.
the struggle noises. That's it, Si.
Yes, but that's a bit. Yeah, you flip them instead of it being like a strain.
No?
It's actually a release every time
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
like
yeah. Oh, and
yeah,
effort noises, like
let's
when
see,
you
you
have to
pick
make
that
great
box
effort,
up
it's
and then
like
start touching yourself. Oh,
you know what I mean? Like you got to put the effort noises in.
Isn't that where you get a prolapse?
Well, if you make an effort noise too loud, then yeah, you're probably gonna get a. Oh, there goes the towel again. Someone got a stick. I just got to push it back in.
The rose.
Imagine
every
rose.
rose. Every
No,
rose
not
has
the
a
towel.
thorn.
Go from the rose to the towel. Oh, the horror. The horror. Like, I couldn't imagine, like, other than being disemboweled on a ye old laddery lean, Or I don't know. There'd be something more painful than that, like having it all sort of extracted, but not by force with slit across the belly and a attachment to a small wheel to unravel. Ye old laddery let's go fishing experience.
Fish.
I imagine it would have taken a lot to entertain the medieval crowds back then,
Oh,
living such
Sam.
devout
Sam.
Christian lives
Mm.
in the muck. Don't have time
Oh.
for these annual get-togethers, so maybe you got a
Weekend.
a free opportunity and a worshipper of Satan, a true non-believer, was discovered. Ye old laddery disembowelment was a I guess their version of the latest news in the current movie, all in one.
Mm.
I mean, just from a whole entertainment value perspective. Size
In
characters.
the movies and stuff, they often just show like a crowd gathered.
Trying to get a tweaking
Person
action.
come out.
Tweaking action happening. Stash it.
Person comes out, gets but
Close. Yep,
there really isn't a lot of entertainment in that. Quite quick.
got the
So I always thought there
tweaking
was
of the
like a
moustache happening. Eyes closed. Curling of the ends.
I always thought there was more entertainment. More like the Freedom dude. The boy who cried freedom.
Oh, yep.
And bit of disemboweling. Asking questions.
What's that? The guy from Boy Who Cried Freedom.
The
guy from Wham. George Michael. Freedom!
He looks like it, George Michael.
He sang that song,
He's
did
got
he?
the curly hair.
Less of a bathroom lover. Toilet stall sort of guy.
Well, that's really
I guess some people just like feeling dirty.
yeah, I wouldn't know about it. I don't think the toilet stall.
Seems rather unhygienic, like
You look at where people. Yeah, it's just
there's a
gross.
certain risk that you're willing to take, but getting it on where someone's had explosive diarrhea only just a week before, and the splatter's dry, but it's still evident. I don't think that would be considered to be sort of a desirable copulating environment, would it? Wouldn't be considered
Yeah, and
to
you don't
be
want
one.
your you don't want have to let any of that
Lean against it,
kneeling on it,
kneeling or leaning
wrecking your
against it,
pants.
and placing your palms against it while you're sort of starfishing.
Mm. Starfish.
Beast with two backs.
The beast with two backs.
Mm. Poem that goes with that.
Is it an Edward Lear poem?
At the moment, it's I've got that politician mind where it eludes me.
Mm.
When pressed, it eludes me. It'll come to me, but it'll be well after the fact, and no one will notice.
It'll seem out of context.
Completely out of context, and
Mm.
it definitely won't be as bad when it's mentioned again. Because everyone will be like, "Oh, I sort of remember something about him doing that, but anyone do anything bad? No, who fucking cares then?
Who fucking cares?
Who fucking cares?" I've heard a lot of feedback on the whole voice thing.
Which voice?
Well, the up and coming voice.
Oh, is it like
Just,
a sort of a teenage talent show?
people's opinions on how they're going to deliver their section of the voice. Whether
The
it be
choir.
the yay or the nay sayers.
Well,
Because there's only two boxes. You got to tick one or the other. So.
I'm a racist. I'm not a racist.
Can I think about it? I see they don't have the third box like we always talked about, the no confidence.
So,
I think the whole question in the first place is racist,
none of the
and how
above.
dare you ask me in the first place? They don't have that box. Of course they should have their own fucking voice. Why am I being asked this question? It's fucking racist.
Why do we need
Why
millions of
don't
dollars
you
to
just
work this
give
shit
them
out?
the voice, you fucking cunts, instead of asking me? You're the ones with all the
Yeah,
power.
cowardice.
You're the fucking people
Happy
that are
to-
going to deploy this shit. So just give it to them. Don't bother us with fucking, some waste of time. Fucking tick a box. Just do it. Make it happen. Okay? What do you need our input for? Other than to annoy the shit out of us on one day where we're going to have to go and fucking vote for it. When you know how everyone feels.
Things where people
Just
actually
do
having a feeling, like
Yeah.
say, a company turning around and saying, "Oh yeah, we made $2.5 billion," and then the people going, "Yeah, well that was because I couldn't go and get my fucking flight that you stole off me, you cunt."
Yeah. Pre-booking a flight when it was already cancelled months before, and I was just holding it. We were just holding it for you. Look, we're really sorry. We can give you another trip at another convenient time, but we're just holding it. We didn't realize it was going to happen. But we'll hold it until that particular time in which you want to use that credit, because we're not giving you the money back. It's just credit, remember?
There's a bit of this going on.
Yeah,
Google just came out and was like,
people transferring hands and everyone's shaking, each other's bottom pockets and stuff.
The bottom pocket.
Yeah. People are a bit too friendly with each other when they're
under the flap.
Yep. That's it. Insert donation in this rear entrance.
Little fingertips grazing.
Really need that, sponsored support.
That's it.
Help with my
padding.
My red towel of preparedness.
That's it.
Yeah, gotta get the red towel ready.
Presented flowers on entrance.
Spent all day stretching the red towel with my a tower of power.
Wow, both
blissful nighttime experience.
One feeds the other.
Yeah, the trapezoid of extreme extendedness.
You know, it's interesting when you say like, I'm transhuman. I feel transhuman.
Yeah.
Because if you're like transgender, so it's like, all right, so you feel female, so.
Mm.
But if you say transhuman, then someone says, oh, well, what does that mean?
Well, I'm a bacteria.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
a
yeah,
you know,
the bacteria. Like you don't want to say like I'm a cat human, a necroid, and they're like, because it's I don't know, like
I'm a Schrodinger's cat. I'm half dead and half alive simultaneously.
well, it's an interesting.
Alive in thought, but not in reality. Under the tick
Yeah,
tick, under
transhuman.
the
Like I don't
under the
know.
tick tick time of you know, human mortality.
Yeah, I don't exist. Or something. Transhumanism. Oh, because
I'm
maybe you want to
simply
be
an
put on a
algorithm
computer. Algorithm.
locked inside a fucking noodle squid.
Noodle
Noodle
captain,
squid
noodle
that
head,
animates a meat popsicle.
noodle head.
Noodle squid monsters. Reaching out our tiny tendrils, trying to have human
Sticky.
experiences in a meat popsicle body.
It's like kofta. This gets sort of baked until it cooked, just nice golden brown color.
Cheesecakey.
Oh, here's someone who really
Baked
tried hard.
cheesecakey.
Look how hard they tried.
I hate it when we talk about food, Si, because it always makes me hungry. Especially cheesecake. One of those old favorites, you know.
Yeah,
Or I don't know, when you, for me, was having the grandma that cooked a lot of the cookies and custard tarts and didn't just cook them in a tiny little dish. She did cook them up in the, or a nursing home sort of serving standard, able to be cut into 25 to 30 pieces. So I could basically just cut a big chunk out and devour it. Possibly what one of those poor people at the nursing home was getting as one serving was like, I was eating the equivalent of like 8 people's servings in one go. It did have its benefits. Someone who knew how to cook cheaply with the custard. So right, because there was different ones back then, but one had that real authentic custardy kind of flavour to it. Starts doing the jerky.
There was some interesting thoughts in there. My brain started to shut down again.
Tell your avatar keeps its focus and eyes keep going to the super. It is funny watching you though, because it's like I've done that before. Like we just talked about me and my cuz just doing the late night delirium chat, laughing so hard that keeping everyone awake till after midnight, and then grandma getting up and down and suffering from the super flatulence. Every time she'd get up to go off at us and lie back down in bed, she'd like fully fart for what would seem like an eternity, but was more like a minute and a half or something, which was still a big fart anyway. And then for it to bellow through the whole house, everyone just like hearing it, knowing it was her, and then tiny little sticker starts. Sticker sort of gets louder and louder, and then winds up to this full belly laugh until, you know, a certain odor comes through, and then it's like the laughter turns to like a sort of a partial senses horror versus, you know, tired delirium. And then till, you know, own father comes out, threatening belt, holding belt, whacking belt on bed, double bunk, the silence. Not just threat from bedroom, but more, you know, impending next opportunity is not on timber bed, but more on the youthful flesh. Ah, the old ways of the learning, Sai.
Mm.
So glad we've come such a long way.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't have to inflict that
no
those same lessons on
long
our own
queues.
children.
No, they don't. They can order
Being able
online.
to avoid that, you know,
Mm.
our
Amazon Prime.
words, Sai. Use those
Amazon Prime.
words.
That's it. Ask Alexa. Deliver me. Can you get me like 1 kilo of contrite, please? Contrite, thank yous. And just get them. Start handing them out. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
We
Oh,
bypassed the
like bonus
shaming
pack
this
for every
war.
10 thank yous. For every
Yeah.
contrite thank yous, you get like a I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you
A
can like hand
bonus,
one of them
really
out.
appreciate it. That's it.
Yeah.
Cash them in for you.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Bonus,
Really
really
appreciate it.
appreciate it. And that's
Really
it.
appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got like a little
Yeah.
little sting at the end of it.
Mm-mm.
It.
Got to have that hook.
Then gets to go away before you smell.
Anything more would be just, you know,
How many times
not
a day?
facetious enough.
How many times a day in your workplace,
Mm.
when you go about your work, are you treated differently or sexually harassed?
I don't think I've ever been sexually harassed. There's been like mention,
Yeah.
but I like no one's ever grabbed me. No one's ever made me feel uncomfortable. You get my
Okay.
drift? Like I've
I'm gonna
had dudes
keep going,
and
keep
girls
going.
hit on me at work.
Sure.
And
Okay.
to me, you know, if anything, if I'm not interested, it's flattering, and I'll say that. You know, I'm flattered, but no, thank you. Okay. But I don't see that as being harassed. It doesn't happen frequently enough to be harassment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here maybe this isn't the right word for it. Maybe it's not, but I think I think it is the right word still. Sexual harassment. I'll go about my work in a day, delivering things. I'll turn up to deliver something somewhere, and the person won't even open the door. They'll just like yell through the door, "It's okay. You can just leave it there. Just go back to the lift, please." You know, like I'd say not every day. Sometimes none, but like maybe like I could have like 10 to 15 times in a day where I'm like I'm treated differently and spoken to differently um, be, because of my gender, like where I'm, and it's not
Oh,
like someone.
the frightened.
Mm,
Those are the
yeah,
frightened.
yeah, like
Um,
I'm.
See the gender as threatening.
Yeah, that's it. But it's a form of harassment. Like imagine like
You
if
know,
10 times a day you're told
being
you're
born
a
with
fucking rapist.
yeah, meat and potatoes, but
Yeah, that means you're a rapist.
continuously seen as a
But
potential of meat and potatoes all over your face
that's right.
without permission. But rather than going, oh, hang on, perhaps this meat and potatoes is just here to do their fucking job. They're not interested in meat and potatoing all over your face, and even if they were, you know what I mean? Like, how about, dinner and drinks and a dancing first, rather than just, oh, I've called for a fucking burger. Oh no, I'm gonna get meat and potatoes all over the face. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You paid for a burger, you didn't pay for meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, fair enough. If we've been out on a date and there was drinks bought and dinner bought and dancing and all the other things that are required for the courting rituals, and it was sufficient enough, then yeah, sure, meat and potatoes on the face. I'll even turn you into a unicorn. I'll let you, pose for a Snapchat picture. Turn yourself into an instant unicorn if you want, if that's your gig. But I won't be, putting my face on it. Definitely be a, torso and below. This moustache is making me sort of, and the glasses. It's definitely like, I am here to clean the pool.
There's like a sort of
Got that
70s or
70s,
80s. There's a vibe
What is
going.
it? What is it?
Magnum PI.
Magnum Peni.
That's it. You
Goes
just
off
get
like
your
a
little,
magnum.
you get your little stud out, little horse stud. Just start shaking your hips. Uncontrollable.
Straight through your block. I'll send you a pack of the PNGs and that I've got with transparencies on them. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think I
It'd
should
be
hunt for,
interesting to
I'll
see how
hunt for
they're
some
made.
more. Yeah. Alright. That's 3 hours 16, Si. Thank you for your cheapness. Thank you, little AI
Thank you
friend.
for persisting.
Make her disappear
Even though
first.
I've been sleeping.
It's alright. It's alright. All in this together. Genie's out of the bottle.
Meow.
Meow.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm already cozy.
Shut her down first.
I think I was doing some of that from my
You
bed.
automatically pre-prepped yourself for the auto sleeping mode.
Cozy time. Good night.
I don't know if I could do a 6-hour stream. That'd have to be some serious nose candy or something going on for that sort of shit, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to do something.
There'd need to be enhancements. 3
yeah.
hours 3 hours is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done a 4-hour record, like 3 hours 40 minutes with the preliminaries cuts that we normally don't allow to go to the internet, just in case there's any possible doxable material in there.
Doxies,
because we don't like dockers. Well, we like dockers, but we don't like dox people. We'll send the
wow,
professional Minecrafters around
there.
to assist you with your
You're super styling.
Premature exiting. Don't want to prematurely exit in our circumstances. There's plenty of ways to die in this realm.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's a
and we
death simulator.
choose our own demise of our own doing.
Death Simulator 101. There's certainly, yeah, you can get a variety of.
We'd prefer you not to if you've got intention to do that, then what we intentionally say back is please try it on yourself first,
Mm.
and then once
That
you
is-
know
that
you're
is what I say.
successful at that, then yeah, sure.
If you can
You
do it
really
to you,
really like it, do it yourself first, and then you're sure that's
show us your intent.
yeah. You sure you want to use that intent, then yeah. Pretty sure testing it on yourself will give you the answer that you're looking for. That more than likely others would not enjoy it.
No, yeah, and you'll probably not be able to
And
do it to
if
that
there
in
is
part.
a big guy or a big girl or however you see your
Daddy,
deity,
daddy,
your
that is you.
deity, your
Daddy,
home based deity that you subscribe to,
daddy,
and may
please can I have some?
you do it honor in
Have you been
testing yourself, as making yourself the guinea pig in that requirement that you chose to hand out for free to others.
It's changed everything, this tall monitor.
Alright, Cyber, I'm going to kill the stream. So,
Yeah.
night y'all who are going to watch. If you've made it this long.
Wow. You made it longer than me.
Yeah, well, you're learning in the patience of the everlasting. It's ever closer. And nighty night. Cyber.
Yeah.
Whoever may watcheth. Meow.